Evening, gang. We're getting earlier and earlier on a Sunday, aren't we? Have you noticed that? Every Sunday, another 5 minutes earlier. Good evening to you. It's Sunday night, the 19th of January 2020. Welcome along to tonight's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from Bracknell in Berkshire. And a very good evening to you on this cold... Oh, it's cold out there, dear. Cold. Blimey. I tell you what, I even took the car. I took the car to church this morning. I went cycling in that cold weather. Yeah, it's funny. About a year ago, I would have just cycled. You know, I would have just... and actually, once you're on that bike, pedalling along, it's fine. You soon warm up. It's no problem at all. I don't know why I got the car out this morning, but I did. I thought I don't want to get cold today. The church was nice and warm as well, so that was nice. There is more cold weather on the way, though, gang. Yes, be warned. Snow is coming to parts. Snow is coming to parts. It says in the Sun on this Sunday night, cold weather is set to send temperatures plummeting to -7 degrees centigrade this week. Oh yes, dear. I can hear that gas meter going around. My gas and electric bill's just gone up from £48 a month to £60. Christ, I can barely light a candle in here, dear, for the amount of gas I use. You'd think they would have created those pants by now so that you can save your own gas, wouldn't you? Something. I think that's an excellent idea. I don't know why anyone hasn't come across that idea. I must have a word with my brother-in-law. He could invent something like that. So you've got these special, I don't know, plastic or rubber pants with a little hole at the back with a tube attached and maybe a bottle of some sort, you know. Although if you create too much gas, presumably the bottle would burst, wouldn't it? There'd either be plastic or, worse than that, glass everywhere. Awful. Anyway, it says parts of the country are going to be hit by snow. Chilly weekend continued. The mercury dropped below zero. Fog. We didn't have any fog down here in Bracknell, in Berkshire, I have to say. Northern Ireland has experienced its coldest night of the winter. We've got viewers in Northern Ireland. Ellie, isn't it? Ellie in Northern Ireland. While the temperature fell to -6.8 in North Yorkshire's Topcliffe and hovered around -1 across the capital. So, yes, it's been very, very cold today, as we well know. But we're here. We're nice and warm this evening. We're getting ready for bingo, of course. Tonight is bingo night. 8 o'clock is bingo time, boys and girls. 8 o'clock is bingo time on a Sunday night. If you're watching this for the first time, a very, very good evening to you. I'm afraid you won't be able to come in for the bingo because you need to register for that by Sunday. Okay, once sort of 12 o'clock comes on a Sunday afternoon, it's too late because by then I'm starting to get everything ready. So if you want to play, if you're new to the show and you'd like to play the bingo next week, okay, you're welcome to join us. You need to email me to that email address there, boys and girls. Okay, just email me and say, please add me to the bingo, and I'll happily do that for you next week, okay? Just a couple of little favours, if I could ask you to do this tiny little thing for me. If you can hit a thumbs up, okay, you'll find that at the bottom of the video screen. There's a thumbs up and there's a thumbs down. Just click on the thumbs up. That helps with the YouTube algorithms. I'm getting that. I'm gradually getting that word. It's not my favourite word. Algorithms. I'm gradually getting that word. It does help with the YouTube algorithms ratings type thing. And it means they notice you a little bit more and might advertise me somewhere, you know, for nothing. You know what I mean? We're all for nothing here. We're all for nothing. So if you could do that for us and possibly share this show, copy the URL and put it on your Facebook walls and your Twitters and things like that and get the word around of this little light-hearted show that we do most mornings, actually. And, of course, Sunday night at 8 o'clock. I'll be giving out raffle tickets as well later on. We got the raffle happening a little bit later. Okay. And we've got a new raffle prize. We've got a new prize. If you weren't with us yesterday morning, you won't know that the key rings have arrived. Okay, here are the key rings. They're quite nice. Okay, little plastic key rings. 3 ways of getting one of these. You can either win the raffle tomorrow. Okay, if you win the raffle tomorrow, I'll let you choose between one of our fridge magnets, and I must warn you, there's only, I think there's 9 or 10 of these left. You can either choose the fridge magnet, okay, or the key ring tomorrow. Okay, that's your prizes for tomorrow. Or tonight, for the main bingo game at 9 o'clock, I'll give you the option of having this or 2 of our I've Won the Bingo pens. You can have 2 of those. or one of those, or our hats. Okay? So that's for the main prize at 9 o'clock. The other 2 bingo prizes are one of these, okay? The first 2 games, you get one of those. The winner will get one of those. Or sometimes there's more than one winner, which is okay. You can also have one of these on a super chat. £2.20 super chat will get you one of those. You might want to wait until you see if you win one. Why buy one if you can win one? But if you really want to, that's no problem. There's plenty of these to go around at the moment. We've got just had a delivery of these. So if you want one of those on a super chat, they're £2.20 or more. Okay, £2.20 on the super chat. Quite nice, as I say. Plastic, quite robust. I can't see that breaking. That's plastic as well. My guess when it goes, it'll probably go here at that little bit of plastic. I always worried about losing. Actually, my caravan keys, funnily enough, at the moment, I keep dropping my caravan keys everywhere. Twice now, I've found them because on the caravan, I'm not in the caravan tonight. I'm here in Berkshire, in Bracknell, in Berkshire. But where my caravan is, the site is generally there's lots of stones on the floor. Not gravel, big stones like what you walk on. Crunch, 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 and I keep dropping them on there. 3 times I did it last week. So I've now put my caravan keys on the car key ring, if you see what I mean, in the hope that will make it more safer. But it could work the other way. I could start blooming dropping the car keys as well, couldn't I? Very worrying. Right, let's say hello to some of you early people who are here tonight. Hello to Gavin Bass, one man and his Sprinter van. Mike Rees-Ponto. Rachel's there. Hello, Rachel. Mick Davenport, good evening to you. Fran Green, good evening, Fran. All right, darling. Tony King in the house, hello to you. MP Dodsworth, evening to you. Matthew Van, £2.99 super chat coming in straight away. Thank you, Matthew. £2.99 super chat. Thank you, Matthew. £2.90. Actually, do you know that when I say £2.20, I never included the money that YouTube does. So probably £2.99 is probably right. Actually, that's bang on. But I have trouble asking for money. I do. All I'm trying to do is get it to pay for itself. That's it. You don't really make anything from that by the time you bought the stamp and this, that, and the other. So thank you very much, Matthew. You know what to do. If you email me your postal address, I'll put one in the post, and you'll also get a little label now. The label printer is working. The new label printer is working. I bought a brand new, as you know, when I send stuff out, I have been... Wonder Woman has sent a £4 super chat. Oh, she don't care. Look at that. All right, Rachel. Thank you very much, darling. So you've sent me a super chat for the key ring and a little bit of a tip there as well. So that's very generous of you. Thanks ever so much, darling. If you just email me your full postal address, Rachel, to that email address, I shall send that off to you as well, my darling. Okay, as I say, yes, the new label print is working. I'm really pleased about that. So it comes on your address will now come on a little label. How fantastic is that, eh? How fantastic is that? And no more of my really bad handwriting. Gord knows I haven't got the English O level. with that handwriting that I do. Let me just scroll up there and say hello to some more of you this evening who are just joining us all over the place, all over the world actually. And you're all over the world. It's really fantastic. Something like this brings us all together for a little bit of a chat each and every night. Thank you, MP Dodsworth. Yeah, keep those thumbs up going on there, my darlings. You can only do it once. Once you've done it, that's it. You can't sort of do another thumbs up. You could change it for a thumbs down if you think I'm that bad, if you want to. Someone does. Every week someone does a thumbs down. Hello to Diane Jeb. Good evening, Diane. Luke Trott in the house. Hello, Luke. Steph Diamond. Evening, Steph. There's Heidi. Evening, Heidi. Heidi's playing for the first time this evening. Okay. Heidi has a little bit of a trouble with numbers. So for the first few numbers, we go slow. Okay. I like to go slow for the first few numbers anyway, because there's often people new who are playing the bingo for the first time. But I'll explain a little bit more about that as we come over to 8 o'clock in our bingo time this evening. Okay. Good evening to Mark Jones, who's at work at the moment. Evening, Mark. Well, I've got my tea down there. Don't want to forget my tea before it gets too cold. I'll probably have to go for a wee in a minute. A little bit. Hang on a minute. It's nice, isn't it? Do you like this? Great nephew Harry and great niece Evie and great niece Olivia and nephew Gary Butler and niece-in-law Stacey bought me this when we went to Euro Disney a couple of years ago. A wonderful time. Very expensive, but we did have a wonderful time, and it's about the children. That's all that matters, isn't it? Going back there in March with my niece and her family, so very much looking forward to that. They're coming over from Cyprus. Heidi quite rightly says snow has been coming for weeks. Oh, it has. They've been saying that for weeks, haven't they? Often you get the snow, but in a different part. You know, the Highlands of Scotland or something like that. We rarely get it down here. We rarely get snowed. Maybe 2 days of the year. That's about it. Hello, Gary Butler. Evening, Gary. What I've done, Gary, I've sent you some pictures of my old central heating controls. Reason being, when the plumber put the hive in, he said I could probably sell those on eBay and get some money. So I've looked them up. And yes, indeed, there are second-hand heating controls on there. And they were all working when he took them out. Okay, so I wondered if you'd like those to sell on eBay. Because, I mean, I don't need to. Do you know what I mean? If you want to make... And I can't be bothered. Do you want those? If not, that's fine, Gary. Have a look at the pictures and you'll see what they are, and you can look them up on the eBay and see what they're worth. I reckon you might get £100 for those. It'd be probably worth your time and trouble doing that. Okay. Wonder Woman, your pants would blow up with the amount of gas you let off at karaoke. Well, it was going good last night while I was in bed. Woke me up. It's all those beans I eat. I swear it's all those blooming beans I eat. Where's Jason today? That's a good point. No Jason. No Jason yet. No, Jason hasn't appeared yet, has he? There he is. There's Jason. Jason Hughes in the house. Good evening. Hello to Adrian Richardson. Evening to you. There's Stacey. There's my niece-in-law, Stacey, who does a wicked hot chocolate. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe that's why I didn't lose the weight this week. I don't know. Hello to Alan Russell. It's his 50th birthday tomorrow. He's coming down for the karaoke tomorrow for his 50th birthday. Happy birthday to you for tomorrow, Alan. If you're here tomorrow morning, we'll sing to you. Presumably you've got your birthday set on Facebook, have you? In which case it'll just come up, okay? So look forward to singing you happy birthday tomorrow. Okay? Anyone else there today I've missed up? Oh, I've just jumped forward then. Hello to... Oh, dear, we have jumped forward a long way there. Thank you, Lee. He likes the outfit today, do you, Lee? Incidentally, the other... Oh, I don't know if it's you, Lee. The other Lee might be the same person. There's so many similar names. The other Lee informs me that the T-shirts have now been printed. They should be here for next week. So we've got T-shirts as well coming. At your request, actually, there's 7 large white, 7 large black, 3 medium white and 3 medium black, just to see how they go. Okay, so we've got 20 T-shirts coming. So if you want one of those, I think they worked out to an £11 super chat, a little bit dearer than the other stuff. Or we'll do that as a bingo prize as well, okay? So next week on the bingo, the big game, the 9 o'clock game, if you win that, if they're here, okay, you'll be able to choose a keyring, a hat, or a T-shirt. It's the show that keeps on giving. Huh? It's the show that keeps on giving, isn't it? Anything to make you happy. But if you want one, you'll be able to get... You can't order them in advance. Don't send me anything now, okay? You won't be able to order those in advance. We'll wait till they get here. Because we did that with the calendars, which was okay, but it got a little bit messy. I couldn't, work out, what's gone on here and what have you. Oh, good evening to Simon Keane. Hello, Simon. Simon's with us live tonight. Hope you had a great weekend. I did in Cheshire. And I told him... Oh, hang on. I've never, ever faked a sarcasm. Have you ever faked a sarcasm, anyone? If you're watching on a television set and you can't type on a keyboard or anything, you can always text us a number. The text number's there at the top of the screen, okay? 07551 259 675 is the texting number. That is only text, okay? You can't ring on that number. There's no phone line open usually on a Sunday night. We do have a phone-in show. That's on Thursday. Thursday night is our phone-in show. You can give us a call, chat about a few subjects that I'll give you, or indeed anything else. Okay, that's on Thursday night. Starts somewhere between 7 and 9 o'clock. Can't give an exact time. Somewhere between 7 and 9 o'clock on a Thursday is our phone-in show. Okie doke, let's have a look there. Hello to SOS Gregorian, who's probably at the karaoke, I would guess. Yes, at the Askew, I thought so. He's at the karaoke tonight in Hammersmith. Have a nice time down there. Sing your heart out. Nothing too depressing, mind. Don't start singing depressing songs, dear. We had a cabaret on last night in the pub where I do a little bit of hosting, DJ and hosting sort of thing on a Saturday night. And she said, anyone want me to sing a song? And someone screamed out, oh, can you do I Will Always Love You? Oh, I can't think of anything worse. We don't want to sit there in a pub on a Saturday night slitting our wrists, do we? No, thank you. Hello to Robert Lunn. Hello, Roberts. Evening, Yvonne. Okay. Is that everyone there? Poor Mandy, that the T-shirt wouldn't be big enough for her. Well, we can do some. You got you're bit sorted round the front, aren't you, Mandy? Yes. Yes, I know what the attraction of your husband is now. We might be getting some extra large, you know, for those people, larger proportions. But we'll just see how the other ones go. I didn't want to order too many, you know, because they have to be paid up front, of course. We're sort of stuck with them all. You never know. Let's have a look. Let me just scroll down. Good evening to Michael Lawrence. Evening, Michael Lawrence. Ray Reynolds in the house. Evening to you. Adrian, I'll show you how big the T-shirts are. I'll kind of put it up against me and you'll be able to get a sort of a rough idea. Poor Yvonne, she's still got her cold after all that time. Good God. Good God. Adam the plumber in the house. Evening, Adam. No, I haven't frozen here. It must be you, Yvonne. I don't think it's you. Doesn't look like I've frozen here. No problems reported at this end. Just as a little thing, you know, when people tell me, you know, you've got a problem with the sound or something like that, I always wait until I see 3 or 4 people saying the same thing. Because generally, it has to be said, it's usually at your end. You know, so if you find something's freezing or something like that, you know, by all means, put a little message up there. But I always wait for several people to tell me that there's something wrong before I do anything about it. Okay? But it looks all right at this end, Yvonne. Turn your device off, turn it on again, and get ready, you know, get ready for the bingo. Make sure it's all working for the bingo, okay? Roy Brownlow joining us as well. Good evening, Roy. Welcome to the show. Can I just finish this tea off and then we'll get going? Oh, dear. Just the right temperature, that is. All right. I quite like tea, you know, that's a little bit too hot. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit too hot. Quite like it like that. Anyway, so yesterday, those of you that ordered something, I've posted it off. Okay, that all went in the post yesterday. Anyone who but there was 3 key rings that people bought yesterday, so they've all gone in the post, my darlings. Except Michael Pullman's one. Michael, yours is waiting here just in case you win again tonight. So it's actually quite a little bit expensive to send stuff to Australia. So I'm trying to say cut back on the postage to Australia. So I thought I'd wait a little while and see how we get there. All right. Okie doke. Let's have a look. Yes, Jason says it's all looking good here, so he hasn't got a problem there either. Don't worry, Michael. That's in the it's already in the car, Michael. It was in the car on last week. Michael won one of the Christmas backdrops yesterday. We've got one more Christmas backdrop, which someone may or may not want to win tomorrow. Okay? It depends how it goes. All right? Whatever you want to win tomorrow, whether it's a fridge magnet, a key ring, or the Christmas backdrop, that's for the raffle tomorrow morning. You can only win that in the raffle. I think the raffle is probably the fairest way for everyone to win. We could have put it in the bingo, but do you know what? Not everyone can play the bingo. I know the people that are watching on a large television at home, they don't join in with the chat. They wouldn't be able to win it. So that's why anything that I'd like everyone to have a chance of winning, I like to put into the raffle. I think that's the fairest way to do it. Also, of course, once someone's won the raffle, that's it. We don't pick another one. Why does that keep bleeping like that today? Let me turn that off there. Simon, you have not frozen here, but it's ice to see you ice. Oh, for God's sake, Simon. Simon and his jokes. Simon and his jokes. So, yesterday I did, in fact, go down to the cinema yesterday. I finished off all my letters and all that. I jumped on my bicycle and I went down to the shops and I thought, I'll just see what time that film's on. The film 1917, which is like, the latest war film out. And it was on at 12:10 and I got to the cinema at 12:12, all hunky-dory. So I went up, first of all, I went into the cinema, the Cineplex or something like that. I can't remember what it's called now. In Bracknell, kind of a black logo. They're sort of, their decor is very dark, very black and dark in there. And I went in there and looked at the screen and I couldn't see. It said like 1 o'clock. And I thought, I'm sure I saw a 12 o'clock film advertised on the website. So I thought, well, I'll give it a chance. So up the stairs, all the lazy people are going up the escalator, Or can't possibly go up the stairs, Don't want to do any exercise. So I've gone up the escalator and as I've gone up there, got to the till, and there's 3 people serving, and they do the tickets and the food there at the same time. So there's one person on each thing being served. There's another 2 blokes standing sort of near the queues, and I thought, well, which queue are you in anyway? I just walked past them and went behind this bloke and his 2 children. And he's ordering the tickets. I thought, well, that won't be long. Oh, Christ, then he starts ordering the food, doesn't he? He starts ordering all the food. And while he's all, what do you do at this point? Do you change queues or not? Hello to Colin Coates. Evening, Colin. Do you change the queues? No, you don't. Because you've joined that queue because you think that one's going to move the fastest. And as I'm standing there, they've finished and someone else has jumped in there. And then they finished and someone else jumped in there. And then they finished again and I'm still standing in the same queue. Oh, I'll have a Coke. There's blokes there. I'll have a Coke, please. Oh, what would you like? Oh, I'll have some, what are those things? Doritos when they put the sauce on. I won't buy anything in the cinema. Absolutely not. You know the packets of sweets? Like giant buttons or something like that. Often they're on a special offer in the supermarkets, aren't they? Yeah, you get them in the supermarkets, and it's like £1. You get the big giant buttons. You get them in a little sort of pouch type thing, or Maltesers, or what are those? My favourite things at Munchies. Oh, I do like a Munchie, don't you? It's a red packet. And they're these little chocolate biscuit things with a bit of toffee on the top. And you bite into them. Oh, my God, they're delicious. And you can get them for £1 often in the supermarket. Certainly no more than £1.50. In the cinema, £3.69. Are you for real? Don't think so, mate. Keep them. I don't want them. And I go to the till. Not only that, a combo, a hot dog. Well, I wouldn't eat a hot dog anyway because I'm vegetarian. Hot dog and Coke, 10 quid. What? Popcorn and Coke, 10 quid. Special offer, 10 quid. How is that a special offer? Don't think so, mate. No. I never buy food. The only thing I might buy, 2 things in a cinema, is tea. And that's like 2.5 quid. For a blooming cup of watery tea or an ice cream, because it's a bit difficult to carry. Well, there's nowhere else to buy an ice cream. The only place you can get it is in the cinema, unless you buy something in the supermarket. Where's the nearest one? That would be Marks and Spencer's, and you spend 5 minutes getting from there into your seat in sort of 10 minutes. By which time, you've got a handful of melted ice cream, haven't you? Hello to Tay. Good evening, Tay. That's all right, darling. You go out and have a nice night. Just destroy the ticket if you're not playing, darling. All right, no problem. Anyway, so I got to this till. I said 1917. Have you got a 12 o'clock film? And he says 10 past. Hello, Sean Pye. Evening, Sean. Always getting a new phone tomorrow. Good luck with that, mate. He's moving to. Are you moving from Apple to Android? Pfft. You're off your head, mate. Never change systems. It's worth more trouble than it is. I'd rather pay the extra £200 to Apple than have to try and change a phone system. I remember going from Nokia to Apple. Oh, my God, what a nightmare that was. Anyway, good luck with that, Sean, tomorrow. So I've got to the front there. And I'll have a ticket, please. 1917. Have you got 12 o'clock phone? 10 past 12. I said, oh, that's all right. I'll have that then. Right? And he said, okay. And he's typing in this thing. He said, what else would you like? I said, just the ticket. And they look at you like you're mad for not ordering something to eat. I want him to say, why aren't you ordering any food? I'm desperate for him to say that. Then I can say, because it's so blooming expensive in here. That's why, mate. You think I'm going to give you 10 quid for some crisps and a large Coke? No, up yours. Bye-bye. Give me the ticket. So he's typed in this thing. He said, okay, £15.40. I'm like, why is that so dear? £15.40. Usually I pay about a tenner. £15.40. Oh, it's a 4D cinema. All right, okay. What's that then? I've never been in one. Honestly, I'm sure I've never been in one. I've never been in a 4D cinema. And he said, oh, you get all special effects. I said, well, what special effects? He said, well, the seat moves around and there's strobing and there's rain and there's wind. Oh, right, okay. Well, can I go in a normal cinema? No, it's only on in the 4D. Oh, well, I'll have that then. £15.60. Jesus, it's not even London. Mind you, have you been to Leicester Square? £25 to go in the cinema there. Christ! £25. Anyway, so I've paid me £15.40. Walk round and there he is. The kid's sitting on the stool, by the door. Takes your ticket, tears it a little bit, and then you go, what is that about? What is that about? They get your ticket and they do a little tear and then they walk in. What the hell is... I don't get it. Why would you want to do something like that? There you go. So I'm walking in, found the 4D cinema, fortunately, is right next to the toilet. Because for some reason, I cannot go and watch a film without at some point, once, maybe twice, going to have a wee. It's the weirdest thing, isn't it? When I'm at work, I stand up there for almost 3.5 hours and I don't use the toilet. Go to a cinema. As soon as I go, I'm sure it's in my head. It's in my head. It's in my head. I'm sure it is. I sit down there and I think to myself, should I try and go for a wee now? No, I don't really want to go. And then sort of through it, until I go to the wee, I keep thinking, do I want to go? I think that brings it on. And then, while the film is on, half hour into the film, I've got to go wee. And I try and wait for a point where I don't think much is going to happen. And then I go. It's mad, isn't it? So there we go. So I'm sitting there and the film starts. As I say, the film was 1917. Good film. I enjoyed it. Yep, great acting in there. Some horrible things. Of course, it's all about the war. I think it's the First World War. I'm not great on history with war, but I think it's the First World War. And you see these, boys. Not blokes, boys. You see these boys and the dreadful conditions going through these trenches and the thick mud, and they literally have to walk across dead bodies. And you see these dead bodies. A very, very good film. Nothing looks fake. Honestly, nothing looks fake. Really good film. And now and again, the strobes flash and the seat shakes and stuff like that, which was fine. Funnily enough, before the film starts, a bloke comes in, one of the cinema people, and he said, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If there's anyone here who's got art problems, this, that and the other, please be aware that we've got strobes, the seats move. I'm going to be sitting down here in the corner. If you need my help at all for anything at all, please come and call me. And and literally he sits down in the corner for the whole film. That's not a bad job, is it? Oh, unless, of course, someone's having a heart attack. Mind you, I'm sure they wouldn't mind if you continued to watch it. He probably sits there and just watches the film, doesn't he? He's sitting there waiting for someone to have some sort of terrible accident or something like that. How much do these chairs move around? That's the question. I thought, oh my God, do we need seatbelts on these chairs? Perhaps they're going to move around so suddenly that they fling you off to the side or something like that. Awful. So I've watched the film. Yes, I enjoyed the film. I give it 7 out of 10. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Bearing in mind, I gave Dunkirk, which is a sort of similar type thing, I gave that 10 out of 10. So 7 out of 10. Yeah, I would recommend you go and see it. I thought it was really good. Very, very good film. Was it worth going to see it in 4D? No. No. I think a lot of these things, like 3D as well. You know, I don't go and see 3D films anymore because I find when you go into the cinema that it's very dark. You put these glasses on and you're looking at this screen, and especially in dark scenes in the film, I just can't see the film. It's mad. So I don't go and see 3D films anymore. And I don't, well, I mean, I had to go and see that one in 4D because that's the only screen it was on. But I think that was it worth the extra money, which I suppose was about £5? No. No. Now and again, you know, if there was like an explosion, there's one horrible bit where oh no, I don't want to tell you the story, do I? No, there is an explosion and the seat, like, and it moves forward and all this. And then sometimes when you hear a gunshot, this little blast of wind comes across your head. But I know it's a fan. And it's just got on for a second and blasted you. And there was a little bit of water when they were in water and stuff like that. 4D cinemas, nah, waste of money, to be honest. I think it's a waste of money. Absolute waste of money. I'm not really in for that sort of thing at all. So I wouldn't bother going to see it in 3D if I were you. Hang on a minute. I've just done something on my picture here. There we are. I'm trying to watch your... There we go. That's better. Put that over there like that, and that works. There we go. I've moved things around on my screen here. It looks a bit odd. There we are. Simon Keane, Mr. Chop Chop. Cinemas, do they do adult movies? I must go immediately. No, there's plenty of websites for that, Simon. We don't do that sort of thing on this, but this is a clean programme, Dart. That's why there's the Holy Cross there as well, Dart. This is a clean programme, all right? A clean programme. So do go and see 1917. Don't bother paying for the 4D. I don't think I'll go and see another film in 4D. I wasn't over-impressed, really. And it's a shame, really, because presumably the cinemas would have spent an awful lot of money on these 4D cinemas. You know, creating all this wonderful stuff that's supposed to enhance the experience. No, it just annoyed me, really. You're sitting there nice and comfortably and suddenly there's an explosion and the blooming seat starts shaking like mad. I didn't enjoy it at all. No. Okay, so 1917, go and see that. Let's just have a look at who's joining us there. Hello to Rowan Riley. Good evening, Rowan. Hello, Rowan. Rowan sent us a little message about our karaoke streams the other night. And depending where you are in the world, sometimes the karaoke stream after it's been live is blocked. And the reason for that, it's blocked due to copyright restrictions. Some songs that people sing are picked up by the YouTube algorithms. I said it. They're picked up by the YouTube algorithms and they might not have an agreement, say, in the United States, and then they block the whole video. But then, if I go back on it a few hours later or the next day, I can see what the problem song is, and I can elect to have that song muted. Okay? So what I did after I received your email there, Rowan, is that I went back on that particular video. It was Monday's, wasn't it? Monday's video. What's that noise there? I went back on Monday's video, and I think it was the Tony Braxton song that someone sang. Yes, You're Making Me High, Tony Braxton, which was sung by the lovely Robert. He's fantastic, Robert. He's such a laugh, Robert D. Okay, so I went back on that and I muted that, but that's not instant. YouTube then have to process the whole thing and you have to wait for that to process. So I don't know. Is that back up there now? Actually, I'll be able to see that. Do you want me to have a look for you? I'll have a look for you. Let's have a look to see if that's kind of working now. I've got to change the account for that, haven't I? Just a minute. Switch account. Karaoke London. Let's have a look. Videos. And that might be all right now. Let's have a look. It doesn't always work. For some reason, yes, it does. Public. Oh, wow. Partially. What's that partial? There's a partially blocked one there as well. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can sort that one out as well. That looks like it's free now, Rowan. That's back on there, isn't it? Okay, there's another one there that you can't see. Let's have a look. This is the one on Friday. See, and then they go right back. These allo algorithms seem to go right back. And now and again, I'll get a... Let's have a look. There we go. There's another one there. Right. So Friday the 29th of November, I can see that one's been blocked. And it's Crowded House, Weather With You. So someone would have sung that. And it says video cannot be seen or monetized. Sorry, you can't see this. So I can then mute song. Okay. Mute song. Oh, where is it now? Mute all sound when the song plays and click continue. Okay, so that's Friday the 29th of November 2019. If you look down the list now, Rowan, you'll find that one, or you won't find, it shouldn't be there. Okay, but that will appear once it's all been processed. So I can go back and do that. Okay, all right, so it's possible to do that. As I say, sometimes it doesn't always work and you can check back and it's still blocked. But sometimes it does, so it is worth doing. And hopefully that will sort that out for you. Okay, we're about 8 minutes away from our first bingo, for our first bingo session this evening, boys and girls. Okay, Fran says, I used to have Samsungs. They were good now. I've got Motorola, more battery power, a couple of days before I got to charge it. Yes, Motorola, they were much bigger than they are now, aren't they? Most people are on, I think, Apple's or Samsung's or Huawei. Huawei, my nephew's got a Huawei and his wife and my brother-in-law and my sister. They've all got Huawei phones now. And I've seen them. I think my brother-in-law's got the... My brother-in-law and my nephew, they've got like the top Huawei phone. And the video quality that you get from that is something else. It's really good. It's really good. Good evening, Stephen Petty. Evening, Stephen. He's going to be playing round one of the bingo while at work on a lunch break, okay? Don't worry, it starts bang on 8 o'clock. Bang on 8 o'clock, okay? Mick, can't you mute all the Manilow songs at the karaoke? No, I can't. No, I can't, you cheeky git. Hello to the Diesel Guy. No stickers yet. No stickers yet, Diesel Guy. Thanks very much for if you've sent them. Thanks very much. I'm sure they'll arrive tomorrow. If you when do you know when you sent them? Was it post office or something like that? Unless she's put them in my blue bin. No, I don't think they've come yet. Maybe you sent them. If you sent them, perhaps Thursday. When did you send them? As a matter of interest. Hello to George Bond. Welcome to the show, George. Shania Steele in the house. Good evening, Shania. Is that everyone there? I don't like to miss anyone out. You know I can't read all the messages. It's impossible. But I do like to at least call out every single name of people who are there. Paulie. Who's Paulie? Is Paul arrived? Has young Paul arrived as well? I think. There he is. Hello, Paulie. I can see your little face there. Good evening. He's a bit late. Don't worry about being late. I never know what time the show's going to start anyway. It's just that I like the bingo to start bang on time because I know people are arriving for that particular thing to happen. As I say, the new Dymo printer is now working. I'm very pleased to say. So when you win or buy things, okay, it'll come all printed on a little label. How fantastic is that? So nice and neat, dear. If only I had good writing. Some people at school had fantastic handwriting. Perhaps one or two of you have got really good handwriting. I'm sure you have. Sure you've got good... I haven't. I mean, look. Look at this, look. It's dreadful, isn't it? Dreadful. It's just like a scribble. Anyway, so I've got this, the Dymo label printer. That's the second one. You remember last week I got a brother one. I couldn't work the damn thing. Good evening, Virginia Gonzalez. Hello, Virginia. Welcome to the show, my love. Hello, Virginia. Yes, and we couldn't set it up, so that went back on the same day that I got it. I can't be bothered to. If stuff's not easy, I haven't got the patience. Anyway, so the Dymo one arrived, right? So yesterday afternoon, I was trying to put this thing together there. Hello to Mark Bowles. Evening, Mark. And yes, it came online and was working, everything. I've noticed to get things to work, I have to restart the machine, always. If I plug something in, it never seems to work immediately. I've got to restart the machine. So I put this software in. I thought, well, that's not working. Restarted the machine and immediately it recognised the printer and that came out as an option to print. What didn't work so well was the software. Okay, the software that comes with the printer, which you have to download off the site, is the latest Dymo software, and it's called. I've deleted it, haven't I? It's called. It's not on there now. I wonder where that's gone. It's probably I took it off. It's Dymo. Oh, there it is. Dymo. One minute. There it is. Dymo Connect. DYMO. Dymo Connect was the software, and that's the most up to date. So I've downloaded this thing. Up comes a little label, and you can type on it, but it just didn't look right. The lettering was really small, and if I made the lettering bigger, it then didn't fit on the label. And I don't understand what's going on here. Not only that, I couldn't find an address book. Because now you can have an address book, right? You can have an address book now, and it keeps. So you just type it in and it goes in the address book. My brother-in-law's got this, and that's why I bought this. But I couldn't find the address book, and I'm looking around, and there's no mention of this address. I thought, where's this address book? Anyway, I must have been. And then I went to work, come back again, and I thought, I'll give this another go. And I got in from work about 1:15. Oh, I got caught in traffic, didn't I, last night? Oh, Christ. So the 20 minutes, it should take 20 minutes to get from the pub to the beginning of the M4 on a Saturday night. That's not speeding. That's what it takes. 45 blooming minutes. Why? They closed the Westway. You know the Westway, Michael. They closed the Westway. Hello to Alan Wainwright. Good evening, Alan. Your thing's in a post. All right, mate? Your thing's in a post. You're quite right, Mick. It does need to be foolproof there. So I had to. Oh Christ! So you're joining this queue, and I've got my sat nav, so it took me in another direction. So I got past the queue eventually, but instead of taking 20 minutes, 45 minutes before I got to the M4. So I didn't get back here till about 1:30 in the morning. Had my dinner. I thought I'll have another go at that printer. Well, I was up here till 3:30 in the morning, getting the printer going. And what I discovered is that it was the software. You know, so I located older software, you know, going back. Again, I think it was on the Dymo site. And I loaded this software in, restarted the machine, and bang, hey presto, there's an address book. Not only that, you can print out the label, you type the thing in, and it comes nice and big. Obviously, I've got actually Michael Pullman's address here, but I can't show it to you because that gives his address away. But the text now fills in the whole label, and it looks easy. Because you just imagine, can't you? You know, little postman going, oh, I can't see that. You know, because they're all blind as bats. They must be, because I get other people's letters here. They'd just throw it away, wouldn't they? Hello to Jack. Good evening, Jack. I like your raspberry berry suit. Have I got a raspberry? Oh, yeah, you mean the, not raspberries, pineapples. Pineapples, you mean. Pineapples. Now, Rachel, you must have disappeared. I've been just talking about the film, my darling. I'll give it 7 out of 10, Rachel. Yeah, well worth going to see. Okie doke. All right. It's bingo time, boys and girls. It's time to play bingo. Our very first game of bingo on this Sunday night. Yes, indeed. Bingo time on a Sunday night. Game number 1. And for game number 1, if you win, you'll be able to choose one of our I'm a Bingo winner pens. There might be lots of colours here. We've still got most of the colours there. I'm a Chris Reardon Bingo winner. That's what you win for game number 1. No alternative prize for game number 1. Okay, so you can win one of those for game number 1. Here's the instructions. Please look at your bingo ticket now. Okay, look at your bingo ticket now. If you have number 91 anywhere on that bingo ticket, you don't even need to print it out. You might have just written down the numbers. Then cross that off now. You have the lucky number. Some of you will have 91. Doesn't really give you an edge over anyone else, to be honest. But if you've got number 91, cross that off now. Here's how to play. I will call out the numbers. You'll see them come up on the screen as well. There is our bingo board. As the numbers come up, they will get a red line through them. If you see a number with a red line through it, then it's been called cross it off. All right? Easy as that. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo card to win. Once you've marked them all off, in the chat box, or if you're watching on the television, by text message. Scream at me bingo in block capital letters. You only have 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your bingo prize. When it looks like someone's won, and I know when someone's won, when I know someone's won, I stop the game and you have 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your bingo prize. How do you know when 1 minute and 10 seconds is up? A little clock comes up like that. Isn't that magic? And it tells you, and a little bit of lovely music plays, which I've turned down because it was a bit late last week. And it'll start counting down 1 minute, 10 seconds. Okay, you only have 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. You must shout nice and quickly. All right? And that's how it works. Now, I'm not quite sure why, but that clock isn't moving, is it? That should start counting down, but it's not. Let me have a look at that. Clock. Where's clock? Countdown clock. Let's see why that isn't working. Restart when source becomes active. Let's try that again. Right. I don't know why that's not counting down. That's very strange. It usually is. Shall we try it again? Let's go from there to there and see if that works now. That should count down. If it doesn't matter. I've got a clock behind me anyway, so we'll be able to see when 1 minute and 10 seconds is. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That's counting down there. All right, so that's how that works. You get a lovely little bit of music behind it as well. If you don't claim within 1 minute and 10 seconds, then you've missed it. Have a look at my clock now. It should be almost exactly the same as the time where you are. If your clock is not reading the same as mine, bear it in mind, if you're in another country, you'll have to, change it. What's the word? I can't think of the word now. You know, this is the UK time. It's got to be 3 minutes past the hour wherever you are. If you're reading it and it's badly behind that, then your stream has been delayed somehow. Refresh the page and make sure that your clock is the same as that. Otherwise, when you win, you'll be behind and you won't be able to win. There's always going to be a little bit of a delay in that. And if that happens, that's just how it is, I'm afraid, and you won't win. Okay, we have to move on. Has to be the same for everyone. No favourites, dear. All right? So we'll start the game now, boys and girls. Here we go then. Bring up the bingo board. The first few numbers will go fairly slowly, as we've got a few new people joining us this evening. Remember, as soon as you win, scream bingo in block capital letters on there, all right? Here we go. First number out of the hat tonight is 6 and 9, 69. Okay, cross off number 69 on your bingo tickets. First few numbers have come out slowly for people to understand what's going on. 2 and 4, 24. All the sixes, 66. Clickety click. 7 and 9, 79. Okay. 4 and 7, 47. All right, everyone. You all know what you're doing now. Heidi, how are you getting on? You getting on all right? 2 and 6, 26. Rachel's watching on a big screen. That must be scary for you. All on its own, number 9. Okay, we're going to pick up speed now, boys and girls. You should know what you're doing by now. Here we go. 7 and 2, 72. 8 and 6, 86. All the 7s, 77. 4 and 9, 49. 2 fat Chris's, 88. All the 1s, legs 11. 4 and 5, 45. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 1, 31. 5 and 1, 51. 7 and 3, 73. All on its own, number 5. 3 and 4, 34. 4 and 3, 43. All on its own, number 4. 8 and 9, 89. 3 and 7, 37. 7 and 5, 75. 1 and 9, 19. Evening, Rob. Boris's Boudoir, number 10. 4 and 1, 41. 6 and 8, The Garden Gate, 68. All on its own, number 6. Is that just one click, that? Number 6. One click? I don't know if that works, does it? All on its own, number 3. How you doing, gang? 8 and 4, 84. 5 and 3, 53. All the 4s, droopy drawers, it's 44. 3-0, blind 30. 1 and 7, 17. 1 and 6, sweet 16. 'All on its own, Kelly's Eye, number 1. 3 and 8, 38. 2 Little Ducks, 22. Quack, quack. 7 and 1, 71. 5-0, blind 50. All the 5s, 55. 5 and 6, 56. 8 and 2, 82. 5 and 7, 57. 6 and 2, 62. All on its own, number 2. 6 and 5, 65. 8-0, blind 80. 5 and 8, 58. 2-0, blind 20. 2 and 1, 21. 5 and 2, 52. 8 and 7, 87. 3 and 6, 36. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. Rachel. 8 and 3, 83. 3 and 9, 39. 2 and 8, The Garden Gate, 28. I think I've done Garden Gate already, haven't I? 1 and 8, 18. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. All the threes, 33. Quite a few of you are close now, I can see. 4 and 6, 46. Rachel's got bored. 6 and 4, 64. 6 and 1, 61. 2 and 7, 27. 7-0, blind 70. 8 and 1, 81. 7 and 4, 74. All on its own, number 7. All on its own, number 8. Six and 3, 63. Oh, hold on there. Hold on there. We've had bingo called on 63. Have we missed something then? What have you got there then, Carl? Carl has called 63. Carl Lowe. Just a moment. I don't see a bingo there. Oh, you might, unless you've got the 91 of you, and I haven't seen it, which is possible. Let's have a quick look there. Carl. Are you one man and his sprinter van, Carl? Is that you? One man and his sprinter van? Okay, it's quite possible. Because I can't see if it's a 91. I've always wondered if this problem is going to come out, and it might just have come up now. Let's have a look at you, Carl. I'll just get your numbers up here on the other screen. 1 second, mate. Bye-bye. Hello to Chad. Welcome along to Chad this evening. Right, Carl, where are we now? Sent. Carl is in the house. There we are. I'll have to check this sort of manually, this one. Did he have a 91 then? No, he hasn't got 91. Why hasn't you come up then? Carl, 81 for a line down? What do you mean? You need a full house. Do you know that, Carl? You've got to have all the numbers crossed off. Carl, 82, 17, 70. Hang on. 82, 17, 70, 90, 69. 90 hasn't gone. 90 hasn't gone. 90 hasn't gone. No. Sorry, Carl. We're going for... It's a full house. You need to mark off all the numbers on your card, okay? Not just one line, okay? So we'll carry on there, my loves. Next number. Oh, it's not you. Okay, who's Carl Lowe then? Hang on a minute. Carl, one man in his... I don't see a Carl Lowe. Oh, well, we'll carry on anyway. We'll carry on now. Full house only. Right, carrying on for the full house, boys and girls. You ready for the next number? Last number was 63. Here we go. Don't worry, Carl. It's all is good. All is good there. Oh, what have I done now? I thought I'd close the blooming programme. Oh, mind you, I'll hold anyway. Full house only. Here we go. 7 and 6, 76. We do have a winner on 76, boys and girls. Okay. You have... That's not work. What's going on with that clock tonight? That clock's not working tonight. Hang on. That's not working, that clock, is it? Why is that? Why is my clock not working tonight? How strange. It's stuck. How can that not work? I don't get it. How can that not work? The countdown clock is not working. Never mind. Okay, we'll give you a minute to claim there. Okay, we've got a minute to claim there. See if we can get that claim in a minute. I'm looking at my clock in front of me, but I can't do the countdown clock. I don't know why that wouldn't work. How strange is that? Let me just try some stuff here. Countdown clock. Let's bring that up. Restart. when it becomes active. Well, don't know. Let's try again. Right. How can that not work? It's stuck on 101. Right, let's try. I don't dare I don't want to close the program, do I? Let's try that. Skype there. Oh, that might work now. That might work now. Okay, let's see how that happens. DJRS. Okay, we do have a winner at the top there. I have a feeling they're not going to be there. How are we? Let's see if anyone's shouting bigger. No one's shouting bigger. It's not an amateur show. Thank you very much, Gary. I wonder why that got stuck then. Maybe you have to wait. Oh, I know. I bet you have to let the clock count down for it to reset. I bet that's what it was, because I just showed you a little bit of it, didn't I? Right, well, we'll see if that if anyone claims it. If not, we'll carry on for the next one. Shania, how was church? It was all right, Shania. Not bad today, darling. Wasn't me playing the organ. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Shania. God, difficult working out which were the correct notes and which were the wrong notes, to be honest. But oh, Steph, what a wonderful nursery. My grandfather clock was too tall for the shelf. Okay, don't have a claim, do we? Okay, no claim. We'll carry on. Carry on, boys and girls. That claim has not happened. I'll let you know who won. Okay, or who would have won. You've missed the claim. Here we go then. Next number. 3 and 2, 32. We have another winner on 32, boys and girls. Let's see if that's working. That works. That's what it was. I think you have to run down the clock before it restarts again. So who's won? Technical difficulties at our Berkshire Television Studio Complex this evening, boys and girls. Hello? Can you send the man in? Yeah. Pardon? Yeah, grey trackies preferably, if you don't mind. Thanks ever so much, yeah. No one over the age of 40. I don't want anyone over the age of 40, thank you. No, not with a builder's bum. Disgusting. Come on, who's won? Someone's won. Someone's won. Time to claim your prize, winner. Paul, you've only got half a minute. Hello, we have a claimer. It's Jason Hughes. Jason Hughes has claimed with 35 seconds to go, Jason. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. And so I'm glad you've won, Jason. Have you actually won anything? I don't think you've won anything. Have you before, Jason? I don't think you have. You might have done. Tell us. All right, here's the numbers. Numbers of Jason Hughes. 69, 43, 9, 33, 72, 66, 39, 30, last number 32, 2, 87, 68, 19, 27, and 81. Okay, well done. Heidi, yes, I thought you were going to win, Heidi. I saw you were waiting for a single number. So was Colin Kay, Classic Restorer, Claire, Carol, Amelia. The winner would have been Ray Osborne. He was the actual winner, but he didn't turn up for the prize. So by default, we carry on, and you've won, Jason. So congratulations, Jason. Good on you, mate. Congratulations to you there, Jason. All right, let's just clear that board down. There we are. Clear that board down and get ready for the second game. There we go. All right, so just a second, boys and girls. Let's just take that off there for a moment or two while we have a little bit of a chat. Jason, you know what to do. Email me your postal address. Email me your postal address, and you will have a little label on there with your little label all printed from my label. I must do a video of me printing a label from my new label printing machine. And that will be off to you tomorrow morning, okay? What colour pen do you want? Right, I'm now going to send out game number 2, okay? There we go. Game number 2 going out there. Do let us know what colour pen you want. If you could include that with your address when you send the email, okay? Send me your email. Tell me I want a bingo pen and I want what colour, okay? I have let me just show you our wonderful selection of I've Won the Bingo pens. Beautiful colours. Oh, my sister went bad last week. You know, someone won the bingo last week. I can't remember who it was now. And they gave my sister the pen. Well, I forgot it. Oh, on and on it went, dear. Oh, where's my pen? Where's my pen? Oh, no, I had to put the phone down in the end. And the husband joined in as well, Martin. Where's the pen? Where's the pen? On and on, dear. Christ. Anyway, so what we got here? Let me show you, Jason. You might have already selected one of these colours anyway. Oh, hang on a minute. We've had a run on the turquoise. No turquoise pens left. Okay. In fact, there's one turquoise super chat pen left. Okay, but you can't have that. That's only for super chatters. Here are the bingo coloured pens available as we speak. What one would you like, dear? There you go. What? Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? These are so nice. You know, I'd like to sleep with one of my pens, actually. These are that good looking. You'd want to sleep. You'd probably want to dump your wife for one of these pens. I know that is the case. Game number 2 sent. Game number 2 set. Game number 2 standing by. And we're hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. Hello, Ryan. All right, Ryan. Did you join the bingo list, Ryan? I don't know if you're on the list, are you? Actually, I can see. Hang on a minute, mate. There's Ryan, our opticianer. Opticianer. Hang on. I'll see you. Did you join the bingo? I think you did, actually. I'm sure you did. You didn't. No. No, I can't add you to the bingo now, I'm afraid, Ryan. You have to register it before Sunday. Okay? You can do that now, but I can't enter you into tonight's games. It's too late, I'm afraid. Okay? If you email me on that address, Ryan, and say, please add me to the bingo, you'll be able to play next week. We play 3 games. Okay, there's 3 games altogether, and it's just a bit of fun. There's nothing of like, it's not like £10,000 prize or anything like that. All right? And I'll happily add you to the system. Just send us an email, Ryan, and say, please add me to the system, and we do that next week for you. Okay? Do it now, and then when I finish the show, I'll just add you, and then it's all done. All right? Then it's all done. Let's see what you're saying there. Oh, 7 minutes. Okay, and we'll do the other one. Adam's going to send Royston round. No, dear. No. It's a bit feminine for me, Roy. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Adam. Your boyfriend's a little bit feminine for me, darling. A little bit too camp. We want real men round here. Real men that can put screws in bits of wood and climb on roofs and things like that. Thank you, Rachel. Just got your email there. By the way, Rachel, you'll know this place. I'm meeting up with a very good friend of mine who I haven't seen for about 1.5 2 years now. Steve is his name. And when I had my flat in Wandsworth, he was a very good friend of mine. We were very good friends, myself and Steve. And he came, he's texted me saying, I can come to Lincolnshire. I'm in Lincolnshire in a couple of weeks. Do you want to meet up? So I'm meeting him up, taking him to the Abbey Farms. Have you been there? The Abbey Farms for a bit of lunch? Oh, it's lovely, the food there. Really, really nice there. Really nice food. Heidi, the next game is at 8:30. It's 8:30 and 9. All right, darling? Okay. So I wonder if you've been there, Rachel. Really good food. Good service. And it's just nice in there. All cakes and things like that. Ryan, just watch. Okay, what happens once you've registered on Sunday afternoon at some point, between before 6 o'clock, I send you the first bingo ticket. You'll get 3 lines of numbers. Okay? You get 3 lines of numbers. You can either print it out or just write them down, whatever you want to do. I call the numbers. You cross them off. As soon as you finish crossing off all the numbers, you shout bingo in the chat box. The game stops and then you win. That's it. Ever so easy. It's just like bingo. A little bit different to bingo, but very, very similar to it. Okay. Okay. Jason says, send Heidi the pen, please. I've won a pen on the bingo before. Oh, can't even remember, Jason. There you go, Heidi. There you go. Jason is sending you the pen, Heidi. You right, darling? Isn't that nice? So, Heidi, you need to send me an email with your address on it. Okay? And I'll send... You saw the coloured pens I had there. He's sent you a pen. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice of him? People are really nice on there. They super chat things. They send a super chat and then it's for someone else, not even themselves. I find you a really generous bunch on here, I have to say. It's fantastic. The only little bit of generous I would ask is that if you can do the thumbs up thing, hit the little thumbs up at the bottom of the screen there, and that helps with the YouTube algorithms. I will say that eventually properly. Algorithms, okay? So we're about 4 minutes away from bingo time tonight, game 2. You all should have your bingo tickets now. If you can't find them, always remember, check if you're on Gmail especially, check your social folder, check your promotions folder, and your spam folder as well. Check all the folders if it's not come into your main one. All right? Because that does happen. That does happen. Goes into all sorts of folders. We haven't come across anyone yet who just simply didn't receive their ticket at all. But you need to, sometimes it goes in a funny different folder for some reason. We don't know why. All right. Rachel, you haven't been there. Okay, Abbey Farms, I don't think it's far from you. It's near Heckington. I've been there a couple of times with my friend Tom Edwards. And they do a really nice meal in there. All sorts of different things in there. Lovely things. I showed you the colours, Heidi. Come on, darling. Pay attention. There you go, love. You're not paying full attention. There you are, darling. There's all the colours. Choose a colour, darling. But you've got to email it. Tell us on the chat, by all means, what colour you want, because we like to know, darling. All right? But you must email with your full postal address and say blue, please, yellow, please, orange, please, red, please, whatever you want, darling. But we haven't got any turquoise left. Claire got the last one of those. It was nearly a fight last week. Optometrist. Is that right? Optometrist, Ryan. It was nearly a fight last week between Claire and Jerry. Yeah, they both wanted the last turquoise. It was nearly a fight on here. Good job I've got Sean Pye here to be the bouncer. Yes. Shania wants the key ring. You only win that on the main game, Shania. Maybe you'll win. Maybe you'll win. Or you can have it on the raffle prize tomorrow. Or you can have it for a £2.20 super chat. Wait to see if you win first. Why spend the money when you don't have to? Why not give all the cost to me? Poor old Chris sitting here getting poorer and poorer by the minute, dear. Shocking. Yellow? Okay, so Heidi wants a yellow pen. I'll get that out and put that there ready for you. Remember, send us your address, darling, okay? So I can pop that in the post for you. Unless, of course, you'll come into the karaoke, at which point I'll just put it in my bag and bring it down there. Entirely up to you. Heckington is near Sleaford. Oh, it's a little bit further from you, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were a little bit closer than you were, actually. I didn't realise that. Okay. It's a lovely place if you want to go there for lunch at some point, though. Really nice food. And big. You know, big. I had, what did I have last time? Omelette and chips. I like an omelette. My brother-in-law likes my omelettes. Do you like an omelette? I usually do it with a chopped up pepper and onions. Oh, delicious, dear. Sometimes cheese. I'm off the cheese at the moment. I was a little bit disappointed this week. I haven't lost any weight this week. But that does happen sometimes on the Slimming World. You can go like 2 or 3 weeks where you don't lose the weight. And you don't really know why. It's just how it is. Oh, is that right? We're still desperate for thumbs up. I mean, how much does it take for you to click that little thumbs up button under the screen? Nobody loves me. I'm so unloved and unwanted in this world. It's terrible. It really is. Unless, of course, you're surrounded by great nieces and great nephews who want sweet sport for them. I never forget the time. This is a couple of years ago. Great niece Evie. She didn't like her handheld for some point. And we're in Haven holidays, and we were quite near the sweet shop. And she says, "Can I have some sweets, Uncle Chris?" And she's grabbed my hand and is literally dragging me towards the sweet shop. As soon as they got the sweets, they let your hand go and run off again. Hot chocolate. Oh, please. Don't do any more of that, Stacey, this week. Oh, much beautiful though it is, love the hot chocolate. All right, don't take any notice of that sign up there that says virtual tickets have not been sent. I've put I've unticked something and that's a mistake, that is, so ignore that. Okie doke, here we go. Game number 2, boys and girls. Game number 2, all right? Once again, your prize for this is a Super Chat pen. Look at your bingo tickets. If you've got number 91 on your bingo ticket, cross it off now. Okay, cross it off now. Roy Brownlow has sent a £5. That's the most you've ever sent. Have you just been paid a lot of money or something, Roy? All right, two rings in the post for you tomorrow, Roy. All right? You know what to do. Send me your post address. I can't put the email up there now while the bingo board's up there. They won't be able to see the bingo board. But, yep, that'll be in the post for you. I'll probably post them tonight, actually. I do like to go for a bit of a walk now and again. Here we go. Game number 2. If you have number 91 on your bingo tickets, cross it off now. If you're playing, you need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. I'll know when someone's won. As soon as I realise someone's won, I'll stop the game. You've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your bingo prize. If you don't claim it within that time, we move on. And if you claim after that, I'm afraid you've missed it. All right? You only have that 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim. Here we go. First number. 6 and 2, 62. 4 and 5, 45. I think Stacey probably thought I was looking a bit too thin, did you, Stacey? All on its own, number 7. Trouble is, when you're losing weight, it does go on your face first. You start looking really ill, don't you? You know. 8 and 4, 84. 50, blind 50. Oh, sorry. We didn't do a very good, Sharon. We didn't do. I mean, I don't pay out for these things not to use them. Here we go. Fancy forgetting that. All this stuff costs money. Might as well blooming use it, mightn't I? All right, 5050. Thank you, sis. 3 and 1, 31. 4 and 1, 41. 8 and 9, 89. 2 and 7, 27. All on its own, number 9. All the ones, legs 11. 6 and 4, 64. 20, 20. 2 and 1, 21. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. 1 and 5, 15. 1 and 6, 16. 80, blind 80. 5 and 2, 52. 70, blind 70. 2 and 4, 24. 1 and 2, 12. 2 and 8, 28. 3 and 2, 32. Just to tell you, just in case you didn't know, there are some stickers coming now. There are some stickers, and we're going to use the stickers. So if you win one of the first or second games, you'll be able to choose either one of the pens or a sticker. Okay? The stickers will also be available as a sort of cheaper super chat. If I know you like to collect things, so they'll be available as a sort of reasonably cheap super chat, something like £1.20 or something like that. All right, my loves. Okay, carrying on. 3 and 2, 32. All the 5s, 55. Boris's Boudoir, number 10. 4 and 7, 47. 1 and 7, 17. 8 and 6, 86. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 6 and 8, 68. 7 and 1, 71. 8 and 1, 81. All the 7s, 77. 2 and 3, 23. 8 and 3, 83. 3-0, blind 30. 4 and 8, 48. All on its own, number 5. 6 and 7, 67. 7 and 9, 79. 6-0, blind 60. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 5, 75. So just taking a note of a couple of names there. 5 and 8, 58. 7 and 2, 72. All on its own, number 6. Evening, George. 3 and 7, 37. 5 and 4, 54. 4 and 6, 46. Oh, Fran. I know, I can't see you up there either, my love. All on its own, number 3. Feel free to chat there if you want to. 6 and 3, 63. 5 and 3, 53. All the 3s, 33. No, I'm not writing down the winner. I'm writing down a couple of names that I haven't seen for a while on here. And as you know, if someone wins and they're not there, it holds us all up for a minute or two. So if I notice that people haven't been there for one or, sort of 2 or 3 weeks, I take a note of the name and then I take them off the system. It's not a punishment. It's just that it blocks up. If you're not going to be there most of the time, it's pointless just sort of being on the system, really. 33 was the last number there. 2 and 5, 25. 1 and 4, 14. 7 and 8, 78. 3 and 9, 39. All on its own, number 4. 2 and 6, 26. 4 and 2, 42. 3 and 6, 36. Do you know, that's better. I can see it now. All the 6s, clickety-click, 66. We've got a winner on 66, boys and girls. Let's bring up the clock. You've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize, okay? I can't remember who this winner is, actually. This is someone who doesn't pop up very often at all on the chat box. In fact, I haven't seen them for some time, so they may well not be here. So hang around, gang. We might be carrying on with this game as well. All right. 1 minute, 50 seconds to claim your prize. Anyone seen Manilo's glove puppet? What do you mean by that? I don't get that. Manilo's glove puppet. What do you mean Manilo's glove puppet? I'm not quite sure. Maybe is that like a joke? Because we don't get it. Does anyone get that? Manilo's glove puppet. Don't know what that is meaning. Do let us know. 28 seconds and then we'll carry on the game. I'm sure this person won't be here. Yes, as I've sped up, because I was aware that I was calling out the numbers a little bit slowly. As I've sped up, I did notice that people are no longer chatting in the chat box because they're having trouble keeping up now, aren't you? It's like a competition between me and you, isn't it? All right, no claim on that one. Okay, no claim. We'll carry on, boys and girls. Carrying on for the full house, okay? Carrying on for the full house. Look at the picture. Oh, right, so it's like he's holding up a puppet or something like that. I had puppets. Always a question there. What power do you get your reading specs? Oh, I don't know. Can't remember what they are now. I don't know. These come from Amazon. I just tried them on, and I tried some on in a shop, but they were like 10 quid. I went on to Amazon with the same numbers, right? They were like 4 pairs for 10 quid. So there we are. Right, okay. Ready? All the Sixes 66. That one was called, wasn't it? Here comes your next number. Full house we're looking for. 8 and 2, 82. You got the bingo board up? Yeah, 82. Ooh, someone's close. 6 and 5, 65. 6 and 9. 69, you have 1 minute to claim. I think this person might be here. Roy says, my humour is wasted on the blind. I don't know what's in here, do I? I only put the studio together, Roy. Come on, who's won? Someone's won. You might be there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I only use them for just looking at TV screens, really, and reading labels on tins and things like that. Yeah, that's all I use them for. I don't really use them for, certainly don't need them for driving or anything like that. Mark, I only use them for seeing. Come on. Is this person not there? You've only got 34 seconds to claim. Then we move on again. Oh, my God. Is this person not going to be there? Good God. I think it might be the case. Shania's saying congratulations. Don't even know who's won yet. Oh, wow. 15 seconds. My sister is shouting out fix. He does eyes. Ryan does eyes. That's what he does, eyes. Whoa! 2 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go. You were very, very lucky there. Bingo. As claimed by Martin. My brother-in-law has won. Yeah, just for... Well, I mean, that TV screen is about 2.5 foot from me. I don't know what that is in inches and in meters. What is it? Oh, it's, I don't know, a metre from me? The TV screen's about a metre, it's more than an arm's length. It's about 1.5 arms length from me, the TV screen's there. Martin's won! The brother-in-law has won the bingo tonight, boys and girls. Oh, they're going to love that. They will crucify you now. Don't take any notice of them, lovey. There you go, darling. Martin has become a vegetarian. He's trying it for a month and he's doing very well. Okay, righty. Martin, no chance you can go up and have a look at my roof on the caravan at all? He's too busy to do that, you see. That's the trouble. I'm going to have to get someone in to sort that out. So I got an email from someone, actually, yesterday. Who was it now? Oh, we've got plenty of time before the next game, haven't we? It was from... who was it now? I did reply to it. I can't find who it was now. But someone was saying you need to get that roof sorted out sort of pretty quick. Otherwise, you can do other damage. We have a damage being done in there, you know. It's dripping across and down through a hole. So, of course, the water has to travel across whatever it is in the ceiling. I don't know, it's wood or something like that, maybe. Something like that. And it will be doing damage if you don't sort it out quick. So I'm hoping that the bloke comes back to me tomorrow. If not, I'm going to ask Sylvie, who is queen of all caravans. She's the landlady on the site. Oh, she's fab. I love her. She has her hair done every Friday and it looks wonderful. Anyway, let's read out these numbers for you. Martin's winning numbers tonight. 20, 30, 59, 80, 3, 65, 26, 78, 64, 14, 75, 81, 71, 53 and 69. Congratulations. What colour do you want, Martin? Hello to Stu. Hello, Stu. Hello, Stu. He gets one lot of cards, the same as everyone else. Vegetarians sticking together there, says Stacey. I don't have glasses for driving. No, no glasses for driving. Is it a vegan-friendly pen? I don't know. How would I know? The person who would have won, had they have turned up for the prize, is Vanessa Brittle. Vanessa Brittle. Now, are you there tonight, Vanessa? Because I don't think I've only seen you a couple of times, so I don't think you've been turning up for the bingo. So I'm going to take you off the list. Okay. So as I say, I always in pains to point out that it's not a punishment. It just, as people win, if they don't claim, it clogs up the top of the list, and then we have to wait a minute. You see, so you've got to play fair. I'm not saying come every single week. You know, if Roy Brownlow wasn't here last week, I don't think we'd miss him, to be honest. You know, we wouldn't miss him, but I wouldn't take him off the list. But, you know, if he won a few times, which he has done, if he won a few times and still didn't keep coming, then I'd take him off the list. And then, you know, if you want to come back in at some point, that's all right. Just email me, usual email address, and I'll put you back on there. All right, now let's just change games. Get the next game ready. Our final game today, game number 3. Okay. Right. Rub the pen in bacon and then send it. Oh, no. The poor little pigs, darling. We'll eat all these animals, won't you, dear? Right, hang on a minute. Where's my bingo sender gone? There it is. Bingo email sender. Game 3. There we go. Sending the emails now. Oh, there you go. Emails going out to you now, boys and girls. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, I think Roy was saying, are you writing down the name of the winner? No, you... As the game progresses, I've got a list in front of me, which you can't see, of 10 people, okay? And that the position of the names changes. It's only like the top 10 people who are getting closer to winning. However, that being said, you know, you can be at the top of that list for some time and then suddenly start dropping down, yeah? And what happens is that suddenly someone will be waiting for one number, okay? And then 2 people will be waiting for number 1. And then like 5 people. And then all these people are waiting for one number. So you can't, there's no way of predicting who will win the bingo. Really, absolute. You don't even get a clue of an idea. Those of you that have gone to the bingo before as well will know very well how you can sit there waiting for one single number, you know, for 10 minutes for the £10,000 prize. And it doesn't come up. Unlucky, mate. I told you, you have to invest it in the Builders Society, dear. That's the only time you can win money. Invest it in the Builders Society. Right. All those have gone out now. Gavin Bass has sent a £4.99 super chat. Thank you, Gavin. All right, Gavin. Gavin has bought a key ring for himself and Shania as well. Isn't that nice? What a lovely thing to do. There you go. You see? People buy people presents. There you go, Shania. Don't get much better than that, does it, darling? Gavin and Shania, email me your full postal addresses and I shall put those in the post for you tomorrow with a label printed from my new Dymo label printer. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. And Martin, you need to know what colour do you want, Martin? Has he replied to that already, actually? He might have missed me fiver. Hang on a minute, let's see. Has he asked for a colour yet? My sister's been on here every week. She's never won. My sister has never won. Does anyone know Vanessa? Is she someone's friend on here? Is Vanessa someone's friend? I don't know who she is. I've only seen her once. I'll... okay. That's list for takeoff, that one. All right. Yeah, I've told you how it works, Ryan, dear. You've emailed me, have you? Well, there's no email from you here, mate. Let's have a look. When was that? Perhaps you're in the spam folder, are you? Nope. Not there in the spam folder. No email from you here, mate. No email from our Ryan. Oh, dear. When did you email? Nothing happening there. Nothing happening there. Just watch back the show later, Ryan, and sort of scroll forward and you'll find out how to play the bingo. It's very easy. Jason, hello, Jason. Last week I was mile behind, then got 7 numbers in a row and won. Yeah, Jason won last week, didn't you, Jason? Congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations. Did Martin ask for a pink one? Where does it say that? Oh, gosh. Can't find that. Pink pen. Okay, pink pen. Pink pen for the bingo pen. Oh, 1 minute. I'm sorry, we're out of the pinks. No pinks left. No pinks left. They've all gone. They've all gone. You've got yellow, orange, dark blue, green, white, red, and purple. One of those. What's it going to be? Sharon's already got one coming, hasn't she? She's already got one. What colour? What colour would you like, old boy? Thank you, Roy Brownlow. I've got your email. We're waiting for emails now from Gavin Bass and Shania, so I can send those off. I haven't got a pink, Sharon. What other colour would you like, my love? Another little colour. Roy, I've got your email. Thank you, Roy. We'll wait for the colour of the pen there. Incidentally, Dolly Parton today is 74 years old. Did you know that? Alexa told me. Oh, sorry. Alexa, stop. There you go. Heidi says her super chat pen run out. Unlucky. No guarantees, darling. Don't even know if they're going to work. Purple. Okay. Purple for Sharon. There you go. That's the last purple one. The last one, dear. The last purple pen. Look at that. It's nearly time to. I'll wait till these go, and then we get some more super chat pens. 2020. Sorry, not super chat. Bingo winner pens. We're running low on stuff actually. I'm surprised how much stuff actually goes out. It's quite surprising how much goes out. But there we go. We like that. Purple, right? That's good to you. Waiting for an email from you, Heidi. Waiting for an email from anyone else? Someone else as well, I'm sure. Ryan, got your email. Got your email. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, I've got your email there. You went off screen. Ryan, yeah, bingo. So you register for the bingo, right? You need to send me an email, which you've done now. I'll register for you next week, okay? And then we start the bingo. I call out the numbers. You mark them off. You'll get the first bingo ticket somewhere between sort of 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. It'll come to you via the email. It'll be three rows of numbers, okay? You can either print it off or just write down the numbers, call out the numbers, you mark them off. As soon as you've marked them all off, you've got 1 minute to shout at me in block capitals, bingo, on the chat screen, and you won. If you don't do it within a minute, you've missed it, okay? And we move on to the next one. So that's how it works. Eva's and Harry's pens in the car already. In the car already. All right. Sorry, I've set your Amazons off, haven't I? Yes, I've got yours as well, Matthew. I've got yours as well there. They asked for pens, Roy. They wanted pens, and they asked me for the colours. Let me think. Evie wants yellow, and Harry wants blue. I think Evie was yellow, and Harry wants blue. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, these are great niece Evie. Great nephew Harry, Roy Brownlow, either gave them £2 each or a super chat pen, and they asked for a super chat pen, so that's what they're getting, the super chat pens. All right, that was Roy Brownlow, kindly enough. Okay, good. Right, yes, my Amazon Echo told me I say, good morning, Amazon Echo. Not that word, the other word. I say to it, and then it tells me some fact. And we find out today that Dolly Parton today is 74 years old. That's not bad. She ain't looking bad for 74, is she, eh? I'm going to sneeze. Just a moment. Oh, gosh. Do you know, I've got a little ulcer. Oh, it's not a little... Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. There, I've got an ulcer on my tongue, and it's making my glands produce so much saliva at the moment. It's unbelievable. And it's really annoying me. It'll probably be another couple of days it goes down again. Right on the tip of my tongue, there's a tiny little ulcer. And all I'm doing all the time is producing saliva in my mouth. It's awful. Awful. It starts at 8 o'clock on a Sunday, Ryan. 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Good evening to Vectis. There's Simon Steele. Vectis is in the house. Good evening to you, sir. Good evening, Vectis. Yeah, Dolly Parton today, 74 years old. Can you believe she entered... This is according to my Amazon Echo this morning. Dolly Parton entered a Dolly Parton drag lookalike competition and lost. How does that happen? She entered a Dolly Parton. I'll say that to you again. Dolly Parton entered a Dolly Parton drag lookalike competition and lost. That's an absolutely true fact, that is. And she's also known, her best phrase is, it costs a lot to look this cheap. It certainly does. All right. Right, we're going to move on to our final game in a moment. And your prizes for this game, you get a choice. You get a choice. You can either have 2 bingo pens. You can have a hat. There's the hat. We've still got a few of those left. We've got plenty of those left still. Or you can have one of the brand new keyrings which arrived yesterday. Incidentally, these keyrings, so there it is. You can also buy one of these for a £2.20 or more super chat, okay? £2.20 or more super chat. So it's got that on the front. There's a little picture of me in the corner. On the back, there's a misprint. So these will probably be worth, in years to come, 20, 30, 40,000 pounds. You know how it is when you find a banknote with a slight error on it, or a coin, something like that. Well, my key rings have got an error on. Look what they printed there. Look what they've put Reardon's. They've got 2 apostrophes there. One between the N and the S, and then one after the S. Isn't that strange? I'm not bothered too much about that, but there's a little bit misprint. When I get them, I'll probably do a different design next time. I tend to only do one design of something, and then it's gone. Then we think of something new. Do you know what I mean? So there we are. That's it. The film I saw was 1917. 1917. Very, very good. So that's what you can choose one of those if you want as well. Okay. We've got the raffle tomorrow morning, of course. Raffle ran sometime between 9:30 and 10:30. The raffle tomorrow. And tomorrow's raffle, once again, you can win one of these. One of these fridge magnets. There's only 10 of those left now. 9 or 10, something like that. Or you can choose a keyring. Or, of course, the Christmas backdrop that we had behind us around Christmas time. That's up for grabs tomorrow. You can choose any one of those things if you win the raffle tomorrow. All right. Okie doke. How are we doing? I don't like to start the bingo too early in case someone's popped up. I mean, some people actually, can you believe this? Some people go and make a cup of tea while I'm doing my chat show. Rude. You got other people hoovering. Thank you, Heidi. I've got your address there. Thank you, Heidi. Mark Jones. Yes, I do remember that, Mark. Could you just pop your email over there, mate? Have you got your address there within that email? You might have already sent it. Let's have a look. No, you haven't. Can you send me your postal address there, please, Mark? And I'll get one of those in the post to you. I do remember you sent me a super chat for a keyring some time ago, okay? But and that's it. Yvonne says Dolly Parton is looking great for her age. She's one of the last of the Carry On team. She wasn't in Carry On. Was Dolly Parton in a Carry On film? I don't think she was, you know. I think you're confusing her with someone else. Or maybe I'm wrong. Was Dolly Parton in a Carry On film? I'm sure they weren't. Shania's there, Shania. Okay, Shania, just send us your postal address. You'll get one with my brand new labels. One of my brand new labels. All right, it's bingo time once again, boys and girls. Alrighty, for the last time tonight, it's bingo time. I must redo that bingo film because it cuts off too quickly, doesn't it? Only go to a black screen. Very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. Okay, bingo time once again, boys and girls. Have a look at your bingo ticket. If you've got number 91 on there, why hasn't that changed? 1 second, have I not? There we go. Done. There you go. If you've got number 91 on your bingo ticket, cross it off now, please. Okay. Thank you, Stacey. Yes, Barbara Windsor. You got the wrong person there. Barbara Windsor, darling. Barbara Windsor, that's the one. That's the one, Heidi. You're absolutely right, because they're both well proportioned on the front. As indeed you are, Heidi. I hope you don't mind me saying that, my love. All right, cross off number 91. You need to have all the numbers crossed off. As soon as you've crossed off those numbers, shout bingo in the chat box. Don't delay. The moment you think you've won, shout bingo in that chat box. Here we go for the first time, last time tonight. Order 5s, 55. 7 and 6, 76. 7 and 2, 72. Boris's Boudoir, number 10. All on its own, number 9. All on its own, number 7. One and 6, Sweet 16. 8 and 9, 89. 6 and 1, 61. How are we doing with the thumbs up, Fran? I know you like to keep an eye on those. Fran is in charge of thumbs up, incidentally, boys and girls. Fran is in charge of thumbs up. 8 and 3, 83. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. 2 and 5, 25. 5 and 2, 52. 1 and 4, 14. Roy Brownlow. Interestingly enough, Martin has his set to that, and it just didn't seem to work. He had a real problem getting it to start by saying computer. 8 and 4, 84. So they went back to the other name. Thank you, Mark. 2 and 4, 24. Just got your email there. 6 and 8, 68. The Garden Gate. Did I do a funny face? Was that me sniffing? 4 and 8, 48. Like this. Was it like this? That's me sniffing. You can't hear it because I push a button. It's a horrible noise. I've got so much going down my throat while I'm talking. 3-0 blind 30. Good evening, High Grade Gaming. Welcome to the show, sir. 6 and 7, 67. We won't disappear straight after the bingo. We'll have a little bit of a chat. Got a load of news stories I pulled up for you today. We haven't done any of them yet. 5 and 4, 54. We might do a marathon show tonight. A marathon show. 4 and 1, 41. 5 and 1, 51. All the threes, dirty knees, 33. 8 and 6, 86. 8-0, blind 80. Oh, this blooming ulcer's getting on my nerves. 8 and 7, 87. 2 and 1, 21. 3 and 7, 37. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo woo. 5 and 7, 57. 7 and 3, 73. Carol Franks, are you with us this evening, Carol? 1 and 5, 15. 2 and 3, 23. 'Top of the shop, blind 90. 3 and 4, 34. 3 and 5, 35. All the sevens, 77. Oh, Michael Lawrence isn't doing too well, are you, my darling? Never mind. There's always the pool table tomorrow, Michael. All the fours, 44. Hello to the green grass. Good evening. Evening, green grass. Buh, buh. 5 and 3, 53. Buh, buh. 4 and 3, 43. All on its own, number 3. 8 and 2, 82. 8 and 1, 81. 6 and 9, 69. I should be busy with that post today. My God, I must have about 10 letters to send off this morning, tonight. 6 and 4, 64. Sorry, I can't help. Oh, I'm getting my Tourette's now. You. 5 and 6, 56. Did I do 64? 6 and 4, 64. 5 and 6, 56. 2 and 9, 29. 1 Fat Chris, number 8. Oh, okay, Steph. I see what you mean now. I'm a very confused person. You know that, dear. 3 and 2, 32. Not as confused as some of these people coming out of university. They can't decide what they want to be. Male, female, or a stick of celery. They can't decide, dear. 6 and 3, 63. 4-0, blind 40. 6 and 2, 62. Do you know, I feel incredibly relaxed tonight. I really do. Must be your company this evening. It's your company. 1 and 3, 13. Unlucky for some, 13. 7-0, 70. I just got an email from Amazon telling me something has been dispatched. They must be open. Are they open all night, Amazon? Like the what do you call it? The warehouse. Are people working in there all night? I suppose they are. 2-0, blind 20. 7 and 8, 78. 3 and 9, 39. 7 and 5, 75. There's nothing wrong with being not a stick of celery. All on its own, number 5. Three and 8, 38. 7 and 4, 74. 'All on its own, number 4. 6 and 5, 65. I've no wish list on Amazon. 5 and 8, 58. 5-0, blind 50. We've got a call on number 50. Someone's won number 50. We have a winner at number 50. I honestly don't think they're going to be here, but we'll see. You've got 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. Okay. No, I haven't got a wish. I haven't got an Amazon wish list. I know some of you have. My brother-in-law's got an Amazon wish list now. Because basically his viewers keep asking him if he would like something. And my brother-in-law and sister, they're not doing the live stream at the moment. I think it's coming back at some point, but they're not doing it at the moment. So therefore, you can't send him a super chat, because you can't do a super chat if you're watching a recording of the show, only if you're watching it live. And many times, and it happens to me as well, kind people want to send a tip or buy something. Well, if you're not doing a live stream, you can't do that on a recording. So I was asking, well, we want to buy you something. So he's created this Amazon wish list. I don't know what's on it, actually. Can I see that? I'm dying to know what's on his wish list. I'll keep an eye out. You only got 10 seconds now to claim. I tell you what, Sharon, you were actually winning at one point. You were winning at one point today. I have to tell you. And then, once again, you suddenly dropped down the list. What a shame. Okay, no claim. All right, we'll carry on. Carrying on for the full house. Pay attention. Here we go. Ready? 2 Fat Chris's, 88. 1 and 2, 12. 4 and 5, 45. I have to slow down because I'm watching for the 91, you see. Oral gel. I'll try that, Fran. Thank you. I'll get some of that tomorrow. Oh, we've got another winner. 4 and 2, 42. Let's bring up the clock again. 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. 42 was the last number there. We'll see if that person's there. I don't know if they're there or not, to be honest. I have the name given to me, but I don't know if that's the same name as they use on here. So we'll see. 1 minute to claim your prize. Roy spends all of you're not on doll money. You know you work. I know you work. Oh, you're awful. I want to know what's on my. Is it on the Retro Restore thing? YouTube. How am I going to find this now? YouTube. Oral gel. YouTube. Right, let's have a look on there. 20 seconds to claim. We might be carrying on again, boys and girls. YouTube. All right. Bongella. That's another. Is that another one? I don't like anything that tastes funny in my mouth. That's one. Retro. I'm dying to know what this says. There's a Retro Restore channel. No, we've run out of time again. Okay, we carry on again.
Hi, folks. This is
dear. That was my brother-in-law. Listen.
I burst into it while it was parked outside.
Did you like that? Yeah. Oh, I don't dare change his videos. He'll accuse me of making money out of his videos. Where's his list? Where do I find your wish list then? Where is that? I don't know where that is. Community. Check out our other channel. Am I on the wrong thing? Is it the Retro Reacts channel? I can't. Where's the list? I don't know where that is. You must tell me where that is. Where do I look for that? What have I got to type in? We're just, oh, hang on. What's that there? Okay. Right, we'll carry on there. We'll carry on. Right, let's call another number. Someone needs to win. Next number. 2 and 6, 26. This is when it starts getting awkward for me if more than a couple of people haven't turned up. All the 6s, 66. Clickety click. 8 and 5, 85. 7 and 1, 71. We have 1, 2. We have 2 other winners on 71, and you have 1 minute to claim your prize, boys and girls. 1 minute to claim. 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. Where's that gone there? Come on. There we go. 1 minute and 10 seconds to claim your prize. Who could it be this time, I wonder? 1 minute and 10 seconds. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Now, where do I find this? There's Virginia. Thank you, Virginia. Go to his Amazon account. I don't know how you find that. I don't know where that is. Is it about? Is it about? Come on, hurry up and say bingo. Where are we? Maybe it's on Butler's Empire, is it? I'm just clicking on the sort of the channel names. No, I don't know where that is. Don't know where that is. Lots of people shouting out congratulations there. Yes, we have a claim For the second time tonight, boys and girls, my brother-in-law, Martin, has won the main prize tonight. I don't know why my sister keeps shouting out fix when her blooming husband has won. Martin wins by default. The first 3 winners, actually there is another winner, so we'll see if they claim as well. But the other 2 didn't turn up. This is what I mean to you by, if people don't turn up, I'm going to take them off of this because it gets a little bit silly, really. So Martin wins by default again. Yes, congratulations. Did you win the first prize as the first winner, or was that another one that dropped down to you because the first one never turned up? I'm not quite sure where it is now. Oh, go on Retro Restore. Okay. Well, I'm on Retro Restore. Oh, but where is it? Oh, well, I'm not even subscribed. Why am I not subscribed to that? Anyway, I am now. Let's refresh that. I'm dying to know what's on his list there. Retro Restore. Okay. Right, I'm looking at that. I see all the videos. Well, where's the list? Well, that's easy to find, isn't it? Playlist, about, I don't know where it is. Tell me where to look for that because I want to know what's on there. Okay, here's the winning numbers. 71, which was the last number called. 40, 72, 25, 59, 32, 39, 48, 38, 57, 4, 53, 86, 76, and 50. They're the winning numbers on that one. Okay, who missed out? I'll tell you who. The person who won the bingo tonight should have been Carol Franks. She's not here. And then it would have been Classic Restorer who won, but he's not here either. There was a second claim on 71. Now, has anyone else claimed? Let's have a look. Let's see if anyone else has claimed. I don't see any other claims. Okay. I don't see any other claims. All right, so we'll close that game now. The other claimer would have been Danny Davis, and I haven't seen him for weeks either. So I'm going to take off Angela Waters, Vanessa Brittle, Danny Davis and Carol Franks because I haven't seen those people for some time. If you know them, then you can tell them that they've come off there, just to save on the space so we don't have to keep waiting. And because of situations like that where it goes to someone else, which is just how it is. If you're not there, then it goes to the next person, whoever wins next. So that's how it wins. But it can get a little bit messy like that, really. And then if 10 people didn't turn up, I'd be in trouble because I can't see the next one. And I'd have to rely for your honesty. And I don't know if you'd be honest. I'm not sure if you'd been honest or not. All right. Okay. So there you are. You win a United Kingdom Talk keyring, a United Kingdom Talk hat, or 2 of our delightful bingo pens. What would you like? That's the question. What would you like? Let us know, okay? Let us know. All right. There we are. Okay. Oh, yes. Can I have my roof done now, please? Sharon, why can't I see where this Amazon list is? Oh, let me click all the other things. Is it on community? No, there's a little thing about you there. Nope. Channels? No. About. Is it on about? No. Can't find it. Well, that's easy to find, isn't it? Can't find the Amazon wish list on there. All right. Are you going to go and put your iPlayer on? Go on, off you go then. You'll miss the raffle ticket later on when I decide to give those away. Up to you, sis. Up to you. You want another 2 pens, red and blue. Is that what you want? Okay, let's have a look. Blue and red. There you go. Blue and red. I'm a Chris Reardon bingo winner. Do you want one of my lovely key rings? Very disappointed didn't want a key ring. Effort has been made into making those. There you go. I'll put that there. You can record Call the Midwife, Sharon. Don't be awkward, please. Can you do me a favour, Sharon, and send me an email asking me for these 2 pens? Because I'm surrounded by bits and pieces here. and there's a lot here, you see. So if you could do that for me, and I'll put those in the card. They're next to me here, but there's all sorts of things here that I've got to match up with emails and things, so I need to know that. No, Jason can't find your wish list either. Go into recent video. Oh, it's not. You need to make it easier to find than that, because we can't find it. How am I supposed to know? I might look at your wish list and decide to buy you that Brio webcam. You never know. You never win. Unlucky, sis. There we go. That's it for the bingo then. Good. Excellent. Well, I think we had a nice little bingo session. Okay, let's have a look at some of your messages there. Anything important there? Nothing important there. Not at the moment. All right, I've got some stories for you today. Got some stories. Rod Stewart. Now, boys, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you wear your wife's clothes ever? Do you ever wear your wife's clothes? That is my question to you tonight. Because in the Daily Mirror, in this morning's Daily Mirror, Rod Stewart used to wear Britt Ekland's satin knickers and charged her rent. The rocker and actress dated for several years, but he would charge her for board and lodgings when they were living together. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope, and this is what we should do, chaps. You know, you should be charging your partner's rent for... Doesn't matter if you're married. Doesn't matter. Mick, I hope you're charging Mandy an absolute fortune to live with you. Huh? Britt Ekland has revealed more details of Rod Stewart's penny pinching, saying that the rocker charged her rent when they were dating. The actress, 77, said the rich Maggie May singer made her pay to stay with him despite him not needing the money. And that's irrelevant whether you need the money or not. Everything has to be paid for, dear. Looking back on her relationship with Rod in the 1970s, she said, I had to pay $100 a month board and lodgings when I was living with him. I would go shopping with him and watch him buy clothes from Yves Saint Laurent, but nothing for me. Why should you have anything anyway? He did used to like to wear my underwear. Come on, did you wear your wife's underwear? We want to know this tonight. He did used to like to wear my underwear, though. He'd wear these baggy satin trousers and needed little satin pants. Rod would wear my knickers. He liked them. Well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Wearing women's clothes. Rod was once branded as tight as 2 coats of paint by the Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood. In 2018, he told how he refills his children's fizzy drink bottles to save cash among his money-saving tips. Well, I don't have a problem with any of this. I don't have a problem with that at all. Do you? Is that something you would do? Wear your wife's underwear? Let's have a look here, see what you're saying there. Jason says this G-string is killing me. I mean, why do people even bother wearing G-strings? Have you seen some of them at swimming pools and at, I don't know, on holiday and things like that? And they got this little bit of string wrapped around their crack. I mean, what's all that about? You might as well be on their naked. I think they're dreadful things, G-strings. Absolutely awful. Awful. David waited for bingo to finish before joining in. Good evening, David. Welcome to the show, David. Mandy looks like she... Mandy, what, do you wear his clothes, Mandy? Or do you charge him rent, darling? Get that money out, dear. Roy wants to know if I wear David's knickers at karaoke. No. Not at all. Not at all. David says Rod's not as tight. Are you tight with the money, David? I often see you there. Yeah, you buy your little half a pint of Coke and sit there with it the entire night. Shocking, really. Absolutely shocking. Shania's found the wish list easy enough. Well, I couldn't find it, Shania. Hang on, I'm having another look now, love. Let's have another look. Retro Restore. Or shall I click on the video? Let's click on one of the videos and see. I've clicked... Ah, there it is. I've clicked on a video. Now I've found it. It's not on the main channel. Amazon wish... Oh, I'm dying to know what's on here. Let's have a look what he's asking for. The Martin Butler's Amazon wish list. Let's see what he's got on there. Is there anything expensive? I mean, what is this? I don't know what this is. A Pro 4-piece 6-inch circlip snap rings pliers, internal, external, 150mm B205. What the hell's that? So some sort of pliers, I think, there. He wants fuel line hose clips, £9.49. Okay, it's fair enough, isn't it? And some people would send a super chat like that, I suppose. Screwdriver, carburetor adjustment tool, £8.90. I don't know what any of these things do. This is an insight, isn't it? Really is. It shows you what sort of person my brother-in-law is. He can do anything. He can do any repair on anything. And if you don't know how to do it, he watches the YouTube video and then simply does it. Hammers set, £14.20. Screwdriver set, £11.95. There's nothing expensive on there. What's this here? Oh, hang on, is there something? 100 metres starter, recoil, pull cord rope. Anyone know what that is? I don't know what that is. WD-40 spark plugs, £14.26. That's it's four. Is that 4 pages? No, that's it. Oh, it's not a lot on there, is there? Maybe I should. Do you think I should start my own wish list? Hang on a minute. Let me just type something in. New static caravans. Oh, they don't do them on Amazon. You can't buy a static caravan on Amazon. How disappointing. Hang on. Shall I put just caravans in? Shall I put caravans in? Caravans. No, you can't get one of those on Amazon either. Oh, well, that's fair enough. There's nothing that's expensive there, is there? You can't look at that list and think, oh, you're taking a mick with that, can you? Do you know what I mean? That's fair enough. Nothing much on there at all. Thank you very much. You chatting away there. Roy Brownlow wears women's knickers. Do you want a photo? Not of you, thank you very much. No, far too old. Why would I want to look at someone as old as you, dear? You're almost my age. We don't fancy people our own age, mate. David wears his bra and knickers once a month. Nice. We are on tomorrow morning, Yvonne, darling, okay? We'll be here tomorrow morning. Mick says his wife uses his T-shirts as 90s. Oh, I know a lot of 90s. I know a lot of people that do that. Heidi wears a G-string when she's got her leggings on. Why do you even bother? Why do you even bother wearing that? Wearing something like that? Like, you know, a G-string or something like that. Sean has worn his wife's underwear. He woke up early one morning in the dark and picked up her knickers. Yeah, we all believe you, mate. Of course we do. Is that what you told her in the morning? Oh, I'm sorry, love. I accidentally picked up your knickers. Oh, dear me. Right, get ready for those raffle tickets. We'll do that in a minute. Have you got a cat? Have you got a cat? Again, in the Daily Mirror this morning, beware. Beware of your cat. Okay? A new study in the Daily Mirror has revealed that cats are happy to feast on dead bodies. I kid you not. Dead bodies. If you die, your pet cat could actually eat you. Mind you, it's not too bad, is it? I wouldn't mind being eaten by my cat once it was dead. Don't need the body anymore. A new study has revealed that cats are happy to feast on dead bodies, meaning that if you die, your pet cat could eat you. Researchers at Colorado Mesa University looked into the morbid behaviour after discovering 2 cats that had broken into their research centre and were feasting on decomposing corpses. The cats didn't just visit once. They returned to the lab on several occasions to chew down on bodies, focusing on arm tissues. Interestingly, the researchers found that the cats usually returned to the same cadaver. What's a cadaver? I don't know what a cadaver is. Strange, isn't it? This woman, who's an author of the study, explained the main theory is that cats are picky eaters. Once they find a food they like, they stick with it. The researchers had left 40 human bodies in open air for 35 days in the hopes of understanding what happens when flesh decays. However, closed-circuit television footage showed 2 feral cats breaking into the facility before snacking on the bodies. The first cat, a striped tabby, focused its attention on the body of a 79-year-old woman, mostly nibbling on the soft tissue on her left arm and chest. Meanwhile, the second cat, a black tabby, was found eating the arm and abdomen of the body of a 70-year-old man. Over the next 35 days, the cats came back to the site, returning to their favoured body on each visit. While the findings are pretty grim, they're not surprising according to the researchers. Dr. Melissa Connor, co-author of the study, added, any coroner or medical examiner will tell you of cases where a body was shut up with a pet that scavenged the owner eventually. If you were hungry, wouldn't you eat them? So that, I mean, now, those of you who are lucky enough to have another half, I just want you to have a look at them carefully now. You know, the sad thing of having another half, perhaps for years and years, which is lovely. But the sad fact is, if you're with them and you're always going to be with them, one of you, I'm afraid, will wake up one morning, as long as there's not an accident, and the other one will be gone. Now, I must ask you this question. If there was no food around, would you then look at your dead other half and think, and perhaps start chopping them up and eating them? Well, the cats do that. I'm just wondering if you do the same thing. How awful. Eaten by your own cat. Shocking. Let's have a look. Rowan's got 2 cats. I love cats, Rowan. I absolutely adore cats. I really adore cats. Rowan says the cats have got to eat. Absolutely. Rachel, that's a catastrophe. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, you chat about cars if you want. While you're not chatting about cars, you're not bothering me. And talking of cats, here's a nicer cat story here. RoboCat. This is nice. A Russian vet in the Daily Mail this morning. A Russian vet has given a cat ravaged by frostbite a new lease of life by amputating her dead limbs and giving her 4 prosthetic paws. And there's a picture of this little cat. Dimka was on the brink of death in 2008. I hate seeing animals sick. As you know, my sister just lost her beloved dog, Bison. The dog, unfortunately, got cancer on the back leg, and he went to sleep about a week or so ago now. Very, very sad. Dimka was on the brink of death. She got after being stuck outdoors in 2018 for a long period of time in the Siberian winter. Severe ice burns meant that vets had to amputate all 4 paws, as well as cut off her dead ears and most of her tail. But this vet tended to her and fixed her up instead of, letting her go to sleep. And there's a picture of this cat. And unfortunately, I can't show it to you because it's like a copywritten picture. And this little thing, it's grey. It's got its little tongue out like that. It's got his little tongue out like that, curling it. Like my great nephew Harry can do that. He can curl the end of his tongue. Oh, it's the weirdest thing ever. I can't do that. The end of his tongue literally curls up. Great nephew Harry does that. Anyway, so this cat's there. No ears, and it's a ball of grey. And where you'd have legs, there's kind of like half a leg, and then this like plastic 4 legs. And this thing seems to cope all right. Bless its little heart. Unfortunately, frostbite in animals is a very real problem in Siberia. It's believed the cat Dimka is only the second cat to get bionic prosthesis on all 4 paws. She also performed the first procedure, which was also a success. That's a nice little cat story there, isn't it? We do like a nice animal story where it all ends up all right. Not so much with the cats that are eating you, perhaps. I don't think I'd want to eat anyone, to be honest. Sean, my cat nibbles my toes. Is that a sign I'm on my way out? Well, you're probably going off, Sean. Have you smelt yourself recently? Have you smelt yourself recently? Have a little smell of yourself. It may well be a sign that you're on the way out, mate. Roy Brownlow, my daughter's tongue has got a snake tongue which can touch her nose or go up the snot hole. Really? Oh, how awful. How awful. Amelia can't get into the live chats. I don't know why, darling. You haven't been blocked. Don't know why you can't get into the live chats this morning, Amelia. That's very odd, isn't it? Try refreshing the page or something. I don't know why. I can read that text. If you can't get through on the live chat, then just send a little text message and we can read it out like that, okay? We haven't done the tickets yet, Jerry. Let's have a look. Cat talks are boring you. Do raffle tickets. I don't think so. I'll do the raffle tickets when I'm ready. Not when you start shouting, Mr. Brownlow. If you're bored, go. You won't be missed. I might forget to put your stuff in the post as well. God. Awful. And talking of things that smell, because I'm a bit concerned about who was it? Was that Jason there? I'm a bit concerned about Jason. Was it Jason or Sean? It was Sean, wasn't it? He's a bit worried he's going off, aren't you, Sean? Well, talking to smell, I mean, now this is really stupid. This bloke's, I'm sorry, this is just stupidity. What a stupid man. Okay? So, in today's Metro, an angry husband has hit out at Morrison's after his wife allegedly got diarrhea from a rump steak that stunk to high heaven. This bloke, Terry, claims the meat he bought for a tenner was rotten, even though it was supposed to be in date. The former councillor, I mean, this bloke must be thick, that's all I can say. The former councillor from Middlesbrough said, I had some yesterday and it stunk to high heaven. It's rump steak, which you expect to be decent. My wife was poorly, she was ill with diarrhoea. We never thought any more about it until we went to the fridge and saw the state of it. Well, it must have been like that before you cooked it. Didn't you smell it then? He said he stormed down to Morrison's and spoke with the manager, claims it was from an external company. The manager reportedly, and then of course you've got the picture of them, of the bloke standing there with his miserable face. The manager reportedly offered a replacement, but the 66-year-old turned down the offer and instead went to Sainsbury's. He said he bought steak on January the 9th or 10th, used by Jake was the 15th. He claims it went bad before then, and him and his wife ate some and later become ill. He said, I think it's a disgrace. But he's already said there that it stunk to high heaven. Why would you eat it then? I mean, how thick can you be? Mr. Lawton added that his wife had been forced to take time off work. Well, you shouldn't have eaten it then, should you? We offered the customer a refund, a free replacement, and travel expenses to and from the store. He turned it down. Oh, well, more fool you then. More fool you then. I mean, how stupid can you be to eat something that smells bad? It says it in the story there, doesn't it? That's just absolute madness, that is. Absolute madness. Mick says, my meat's not rotten, thank you. Well, I don't know about that. Is it not? Is it not? There you go. There's Martin's retro restore. We read it out earlier, Martin. We read it out earlier. You're not greedy, are you? I must say. There's nothing there that's sort of more than 15 quid, 16 quid or something like that, is there? Right. One more story. Have you got any Matchbox cars? Come on, boys. Girls as well. There must be one or two of you that have got an old Matchbox car. I used to collect them as a boy. Match. I had a whole box of them, and I gave them away. Gave them to my son, who would have been, I don't know, about 6 or 7 years ago. In the whole box I just took round there. It says Matchbox toy cars are no longer just for driving around a living room and crashing into furniture, but to be collected as investments worth thousands of pounds. A private collection of 3,000 cars and trucks recently sold. Right, 3,000 cars and trucks recently sold for more than £300,000. Wow. Well, Jack, we're not interested in what you're doing while I'm doing my shows, thank you. A private, £300,000. So go and have a look. Go and have a look for cars. You must go and have a look. Among these toys sold, which can sometimes fetch more than the real thing, was a £7,000 green ERF lorry, and there's a picture of it, and I recognise this lorry from years ago. A green ERF lorry from the 1950s, a £5,520 white Ford Mustang from the late 1960s, and a £600 Rover 3500 police car from the 1970s. You remember those? Weren't they blue and white, like turquoise and white, wasn't it? The secret of their value was their original owner was told by their grandmother when given them as gifts that he could not play with them near her valuable mahogany table. So he looked after the cars and kept the vehicles garaged in their original boxes. Isn't that brilliant? I wish I had some of those cars still, to be honest. You can buy... Actually, the little model cars are actually reasonably cheap to buy. Sometimes I go in the toy shop and have a look around at the toy... Oh, always. We got a toy shop in Bracknell. Mr. Entertainer. Mr. Entertainer. Great. It was great. I go in there sometimes, just have a look around at the toys and all that. And they've got these little cars and things like that, little matchboxes and things like that. And you can get a whole, like, big box of them. I think it must be about 20 or 30 of them in this box. And they're not exactly expensive. They're not really that expensive for what they are. I think they're brilliant. Absolute little cars like that. Thank you very much. That's right, Paulie. Martin has got a lot of those little cars, and he's I don't know if it's one or I think he's restored. He's restored several of them, and they look absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant when they're restored. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne likes the jacket I'm wearing today. All right. Chatting to each other there. That's good. Chatting to each other. Okie doke. So that's the Matchbox cars. And incidentally, talking of models and things like that, I don't know if any of you are into model railways. A friend of mine, he's a lord. Yes, Lord Dean Burr, a very good friend of mine. He's having a garden railway put into his house, into his garden. I say garden, grounds. He doesn't have a garden, he has grounds. And he's having a garden railway put in, and it should be completed, I think he said, by September. That's how long it takes. And he sent me a little picture of what's happened so far. Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. Boys' toys, boys' toys. I'm sure some of the girls would like those as well. Wheels on meals. There you go. Martin says, on the subject of the cars, they're now all made in China. Of course, the original ones were made in England. I used to get them in these little boxes. That's why they're called Matchbox cars. But they still look good, though, I think they still look really good. Things like that. Love them. And talking on the same subject of going onto the trains there, yes, as I say, and his garden railway is going to be finished in September. He's invited me to go down there. So we will make a little video of that when I go down there. But those of you that didn't know, Hornby, who makes the little model trains, they're celebrating their 100th year this year. And there's a website, if you want to have a look at it, hornby.com, Hornby, hornby.com. Hello to Stella Wind. Good evening, Stella. Welcome, Stella. That's right. Yeah, he owns land and everything. Ooh. Well, are you talking about Lord Dean Burr or me? Rachel loves miniature railway rides. Yes, that's going up a size as well. They're the little ones. You sit down And you're kind of on them and one leg either side, isn't it, Rachel? I love going on those. Miniature railways, they're called. Miniature railways. I love them. Absolutely love them. Wonderful things. Anyways, Hornby are celebrating 100 years this year. And looking at their website, there's a lot of stuff on there, including some old-fashioned train sets, which they've brought back out again. And there's one here. I mean, some of this stuff is, I mean, you can spend an awful lot of money if you're into electric trains. I mean, I was as a boy, and I bought a few little bits and pieces when I was a boy. Extra track and some, you know, carriages and a couple of... Oh, here's one here. There's one here right in front of me. There you go. It's my Flying Scotsman. Look at that. So that's 18, 28, 38, 48. That's nearly 40 years old, that. And I used to get a lot of pleasure as a little boy just putting this on the train track and watching it go round and round. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Olivia's got land. Yeah, great niece Olivia's got land. And always actually there's a sticker on the side that's coming off. I've just noticed that. What is a sticker coming off? See, I could probably, I mean, there's not too much wrong with that. I could give that to Martin. He could change the colours and everything on that and make it look all brand new. But I mean, that's plastic on the top, you know, so, you know. That's not metal. What's the other one? 1 minute. I've got another one here. That's plastic as well. This was my favourite ever Christmas present. And that is the actual engine that I opened. I never forget opening that packet. That it was a set, you know, so you had that in there, a little remote control power thing, you know, with the twisting thing like that. And yellow carriages. Unfortunately, the yellow carriages I haven't looked after too well, and they're kind of falling apart a little bit, as well as some of the track. It's you know, I didn't store it correctly. I stored it in the garage, in the shed. Well, of course, it gets damp in there and all that. These were all stored in the shed, but I bought these out. There's a little bit of rust underneath there, but I do have a train set. It's actually up in the loft, and that still works. It's an Intercity 125. I kept that in the house, you see, and that still works. And there are occasions where I've got it out, put it together downstairs, and watch the train go round and round on the track. How can you get so much pleasure out of something so I don't know, so simple, really? And I'll probably put those on there, whether they work or not, I don't know. That could be a video, couldn't it? I could do that for you, and we'll see what works and what doesn't. But that was absolutely my favourite ever Christmas present, that electric train set. Oh, God, I got this out. And I woke up. I heard my dad come into the bedroom, because my dad always used to deliver the Christmas presents to myself and my sister. Great big pillowcase we had full of stuff. And I got up, and Mum heard me get up, and she came and she said, I can hear noise. I can't remember what she said now. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. I just wanted to have a look, didn't I? You know how it is there. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, so Hornby are celebrating 100 years. There's a train set here. It says, celebrating 100 years of Hornby Train Set Centenary Year, Limited Edition 2020. Again, I can't show it to you. This is the Rovex 00 gauge. Most of us had, that's 00 gauge, you see. Both those trains are 00 gauge. That's the size. Those of you that don't know. So you've got N gauge, which is the really small ones. Then there's 00 gauge. Then there's O gauge, which is a bit better. Then you've got G gauge, which is like a garden railway, which is bigger still. Then you've got the minute railways, which Rachel likes to sit on, which I love it. Anyway, there's this limited edition one here, and this is obviously an old type train set, which they probably had out before and have bought out again. And the what do you get for the which it's a pre-order limited edition. Let's see what it includes. So you, it doesn't say. Okay, well I can see on the box there. I don't know if that's. No, it's just a train. I don't think that's a whole set there. That looks like. Yeah, I think it's just a train. So the locomotive alone, which, to be honest, doesn't look dissimilar to this one. Doesn't look dissimilar to that one. Is it metal or something? One moment. Let me have a look for you. Gauge 00 standards, British Railways black. It doesn't say. It doesn't say if it's... Oh, hang on. 5-pole skew. Oh no, it's the motor. Technical specifications? No. I don't know. I don't even know if that's metal or not. But anyway, that a similar thing to that, £249. And it's not a set. Doesn't look like it's a set. There's no track, nothing else in there, just the locomotive itself. That is some money, isn't it? They probably got sets on here as well somewhere. Let's have a look. There's another locomotive there, £150 just for the engine. It's an expensive hobby, mate. I tell you now. Oh Christ, there's one here. Pre-order Centenary Limited Edition 1920, and it's blue. 520. I need one now. Order that's going to be on my wish list. My Amazon wish list. £529. That's just the engine. Just the engine. Okay. But of course, that's the more like specialist type ones you've got on there. You can get whole sets of electric trains and that for, I think they do sets for about 60 or 70 quid if you wanted to get into it. But if you want a specialist collector's edition, then that's the sort of money that you're looking at there. All right. I'll just scroll up and read some of your messages there. Where are we now? Ooh. Roy lives near Butterley Steam Railways Museum and Track. So where about, is that in Derby somewhere? Is it? So I went to see years ago it was now the London. I've been to see the London Transport Museum, which I found really interesting years and years ago. And about 4 years ago, I went to a place to see planes, and they had a Concorde that had been a prototype. It's not far from here, somewhere in Surrey, I think. Can't remember the exact place. Plane. Let me have a look for you. Plane Museum, Surrey. See if I can find that. There we go. Brookland Museum. Brookland Museum, and that's a place. And they've got all transport stuff there. There's motorbikes, there's cars, and there's lots of planes outside, including an old private jet as owned by the Sultan of Brunei, which you're able to go up there and see all the opulence. Oh, it's marvellous. And you get to go on a Concorde, and it's kind of hooked up to motors and things, so you can sit on there and, you feel it shaking and that sort of thing. It's really good. That's a good day out, that is, actually, if you want to go. Brookland's Museum. I don't know how much it is. Do you want to know how much it is? As I say, that's not too far away from here in Surrey. Weybridge in Surrey, which isn't far. Buy tickets. Let's see how much that is now. It is online saver ticket is. Oh, got dates now. I've got to put in a date. Let's say 19. What's it today? Let's say next Sunday, 26th of January. Adult admission, £14.65. That's not bad. That's not bad. You'd be happy to spend that. And believe me, I've been. You would be happy to spend that and go and see that. Or you've got a family admission ticket, 2 adults, 3 children, 10% off, £38.25. That's a good day out, that is. And you get something. They've got something to eat as well. You can buy, a meal or something like that in there. Really, really nice. Brookland's Museum. Okay, Brookland's Museum. Right. Adam. Oh, Adam's enjoyed the show tonight. Can you stay with us until I fall asleep about midnight as I'm on my own? Oh, you poor little thing. Is he working? When does he work again? Don't he work in a supermarket, Royston? Have I got that wrong? Oh, he's not feeling well. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling very well there. I don't know if I can stay until you're going to bed, though, dear. Yeah, I want to have something to eat in a minute, dear. I'm hungry. I got homemade spaghetti with arrabbiata sauce today. Lots of, very hot, dear. Lots of spice in that. So Roy lives about 10 minutes walk away from the steam railway track and trains. Oh, last steam railway I went was in a little fishing place in Yorkshire. Whitby? Is it Whitby? Went on there. Actually, my nephew and they said, "Oh, we got a surprise for you." My nephew and his wife Stacey, and we turned up at this place, and I didn't know what we were going to do, and then we're going on that, and it was a steam train. Wow. The days out don't get much better than that, I'm telling you that. Only thing is, though, I mean, when you're on a steam train, it's lovely, and it was really old school. You know, so you get on this train, slam doors, no pushing a button, dears, slam doors, and it's old, and it's all kept so well. It's all nice in there, and the train goes off, and a bloke comes down with a trolley. And you've got sweets and crisps and cups of tea you can buy. Blooming marvellous. Blooming marvellous. And as you're going down, another train comes the other way. Woo, woo. Fantastic. Of course, the funny thing about being on these trains, once you're on there and you've closed the door, you're kind of unaware that you're actually on there, except for the thick black smoke that's going past the windows. I mean, God knows how much longer they'll be able to do that before the rebellion people will start, probably the environmental, what are they called? Environmental rebellion. They start tying themselves to the tracks, won't they, at some point? So you can't go forward. They'll pitch up there. And do something like that. I don't know, put a wooden boat in the middle of the train. But it's fantastic. Whitby, I'm sure it's Whitby in Yorkshire. And once you're on there, you don't really know that you're on there. It's just like being on a normal train. You can't see anything, but it's just nice to be on there. And this train took us to the place where they made that old-fashioned police thing. Oh, God, what was that called now? With the boy from EastEnders. Well, I say boy, he must be in his 40s or 50s by now. That thing. Da, 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 da. Heartbeat, that's it. Where they film Heartbeat. Oh, the scenery there, I can't tell you. Absolutely stunning. And you get to this place, and they've got, like, old police cars. This is in the village. And it's a tourist attraction. Old police cars, and there was a pub there. We tried to get a meal, like after blooming, we tried to get food in there, and I think it was 2:00, and they'd said, "Oh, we've finished now," and there were 5 of us. We'd walked into our pub. We wanted 5. No, wasn't there 6? I can't remember. We wanted like 6 meals. We wanted 6 meals, and we've not doing them now. I mean, there must have been 40 or 50 quid's worth there. But they didn't do it. So we walked up to this other place, and they were doing like a little place there. And we had something to eat there. Unfortunately, at that point, we're out there. And then the pram broke, where Olivia was in. We had trouble fixing the pram. Dear me. But again, a wonderful place to go there. All right? A wonderful place to do there. Right, let's read some of your messages there. Hello to LaBelle. Good evening, LaBelle. Welcome, LaBelle. Today I am her emerald-eyed blue sky of magic. Thank you, LaBelle. Paulie's quite right. He says not cheap, the new train stuff. No, it's an expensive hobby. I don't know how people can afford to do it. I know Hornby has been in trouble for some time now because no one's buying the stuff. All these kids, they don't want to play electric trains. They want something to put on the TV screen. I think it's sad in a way, really, but I guess it's just as time moves on, people want different things, don't they? They do. Ask Martin to restore them back to the former glory. Well, like I say, it's not like ruined or anything like that. It's not like it's gone rusty or anything like that. I think they look quite nice as they are. Otherwise, I did offer Martin something once, but he turned down I can't remember what it was now. I said if you wanted to restore... I can't even remember what it was now, to be honest. Can't remember. Martin will restore them for just £5,000. Oh, he's so generous. £5,000 and 2 Super Chat pence. We don't open the phone lines on Sundays, Heidi. That's on Thursday night, darling. Thursday night is phone line night. If you can call in on our chat show on Thursday night. All right. Good evening to Billy joining us this evening. Whitby. Thank you, Stacey. Yeah, I thought it was Whitby. Just a second there. Let's have a look there. Whitby. Will you have wind tonight? Possibly, because there's a lot of onions in that sauce that I made. Although they're all sort of what do you call it? Melted down into the one thing there. Isle of Wight is a good steam train place. Oh, I don't know. Didn't know they had steams on the Isle of Wight. Oh, that's something I didn't know. I've been promising my friends on the Isle of Wight, Shania and her dad, to go and visit them at some point. I still haven't been yet. I still haven't been what I'm looking for. Just say hello to you, Billy. Evening, Billy. Very late. No potatoes today, Mr. Dodsworth. No jacket potatoes today. I've got a spaghetti and arrabetta sauce, which I made for myself. Have you been to the train museum near Matlock, Bath? No, Rachel, don't know that. Where is that one, Matlock, Bath? Is that up near you, darling? Matlock, Bath. Hang on. Matlock, Bath. In the Peak District. Oh, it's up there, is it? Matlock, Bath, Peak District. That's a little bit far away, isn't it? The Peak District, Derbyshire. Is that the one that Roy's talking about? That might be the one that Roy's talking about there. Hello to Park Nest. Welcome to the show, Mr. Park Nest. David remembers steam rail prior to 1968. What, when it was like a normal train? Really? No, you've got to go to places to get on these lovely steam trains now, haven't you? Nick Berry. Thank you, Park Nest. Nick Berry was the bloke from EastEnders I was talking about. He's got to be sort of late 40s, early 50s now. He was good looking, weren't he, Nick Berry? Christ, he was really good looking. Fran went to Midland Railway last year with friends. A good day out. That sounds nice as well, doesn't it? Sounds lovely. We're not quite doing the tickets. You're not ready to do the tickets yet, okay? Let's have a look. Michael, why are people asking for tickets? We haven't done them yet. Another hour we need of your show, Chris. Do we, Jason? Oh, come on, mate. I can't do another hour. I'll just disappear. What will happen is that I die on air. You'd like to see that, wouldn't you? Like poor old Tommy Cooper. Do you remember that? Poor old Tommy Cooper. Good evening, Tina McKenzie. Welcome, Tina. If you have to disappear, that's fine. You can always ask for your raffle tickets by email. No problem with that, all right? Billy's on his way to work. Have a nice evening at work, Billy. Don't work too hard. What do you do, Billy? Not sure what you do. Let us know. Roy's near Butterley Railway in Ripley. There you go. That's where Roy is. I'm not quite sure where that is, to be honest, but that's all right. LaBelle missed the games. Never mind, darling. Never mind. LaBelle, the bingo is scheduled. It's every Sunday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 8:30 and 9 o'clock. That never changes, all right? It doesn't appear. It's the only show that I schedule is the bingo. There. All right. Oh, did we get to the end of the messages? Look at that. Oh, someone mentioned Big Ben. Can we have the Big Ben? Of course you can have the Big Ben. 1 minute. Where's Big Ben? There he is. Big Ben. Of course you can have the Big Ben. There we are. Big Ben for you. Just a little bit of it. We don't want to overdo it, dear. There you are. There's a little bit of Big Ben for you there, all right? Big Ben. I shall be playing that at the karaoke on January the 31st. I've got my Union jacket for that for the Brexit day. Don't worry about that. that will be happening. Billy works in health supplies. Oh, okay. Billy works. That's a very important job, isn't it? Good. I've got one more story here for you. I might as well do. Oh, I can't believe I've done all the stories tonight. That's fantastic news. I never. Do you know when I'm in here, I get in the morning. So if the show's at 9:30, right, I'm probably in here at about before 9, about 10 to 9, preparing stuff. Hello, DJ Craig. Evening, DJ Craig. All right, my darling. Welcome to the show. Yes, and I get in here, and first of all, I write down things that I've been doing. Talk about, right? Which I didn't read all of these actually. A couple of more bits there. I might save them for tomorrow. And I also arranged a load of news stories. And usually in front of me, there's about eight to 10 news stories, of which often I only get through 2. And I think sometimes the reason for that is I concentrate too much on the messages. And I was having this conversation, funnily enough, with my sister on Saturday night. She says, "Why don't you read the?" Do you want the voice? Do you want the voice? "Oh, why don't you read out the super chat messages as soon as they come up?" Well, I do if I'm looking at them. Okay, if I'm looking at the message screen, if you send a super chat now, I'll mention it straight away like that because I'm looking at the messages, right? But when you're doing a story, or I might be telling you a story, you can't break into that. Certainly, if I'm looking at the screen of the news, then I can't see it. You see? If I keep breaking stories, then you never get to the end of them, and it becomes messy. It's a little bit like if you're watching a television show, okay, and someone's shouting at you. Like, you don't always give that person the attention because you're doing something else, aren't you? Do you see what I mean? So if I was to keep referring to messages halfway through stories, then we'd never get it. It becomes really messy. So, and it's the same with as you well know, the phone-in show. You know, the phone-in show. When I'm talking to someone on that phone, you have my 100% attention. Okay? If I keep giving, if I talking to you, and it's like, oh, just a minute, so-and-so says, you'd soon get fed up with that, wouldn't you? Because I'm not giving you my attention. And if you listen to radio shows, it's like that on the radio shows as well. If you're listening to Talk Radio or LBC, you won't be on like having a conversation with someone on the phone, and someone says, "Oh, we've just got a text in here." No, they wait for the call to finish. And similarly, when I'm reading news stories and stuff like that, I wait to get to the end of the story. Otherwise, it's all over the place, and you can't kind of get there. LaBelle wants another hour of the show. Oh, come on, I can't do another hour, dear. What are we up to now? Do you know, I think this is the longest show of all time. This is the longest show of all time. Look at that. Wow. Fran says she's been to the Midland Railway DJs. Did you go on the train, Fran? I love it. I absolutely love it. I love going on steam trains, even though you don't realise you're on one. Hello to Mick's Mowers. Welcome, Mick. Welcome to the show, Mick. Welcome along, sir, to you. Let's have a look. Here I've got one more story for you. Hello, Trevor. Good evening to you, Trevor. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Now, Quaker Oats. Now, I want to know if you do or don't have a problem with this, right? You ready for this? Quaker Oats were packaged by slaves. Wait for it. Not the slaves you're thinking about. By slaves at the same Chinese prison where inmates are forced to wrap Tesco's Christmas cards, it's been revealed. The breakfast favourite has been placed into sachets and then bags with an English language leaflet at Shanghai's Qingpu prison. 4 prisoners released within the last year have said. It comes a month after a 6-year-old schoolgirl found a desperate plea for help from some inmates at the same prison inside a packet of Tesco's charity Christmas cards. And there's a picture of this little girl standing, of course, in front of a Christmas tree, for camera effect sort of thing. It says one California-based former prisoner told the Sunday Times that he came across several Western brands inside the prison, but the one that made me feel really sick was Quaker. I'll never touch that brand again. A second prisoner, freed last March, after 8 years in the prison, told the publication there were 2 sorts of product, one with strawberry bits and one with plain. Prisoners had to package 10 sachets into transparent bags and then slide in a 1-page leaflet which was in English. The story goes on. The forced workers were so hungry due to their appalling prison diets that they would often steal sachets to eat or trade with others. One former inmate, now living in Britain, described how prisoners had to be made to turn out their pockets to ensure nothing had been stolen. And there's a Brazilian former inmate who was freed last April said most stole sachets as were somehow always hungry. Quaker was shocked by the allegations and investigating, although it denied the claims. And so the story goes on a little bit longer than that. But that's the basics of it. Now, why would someone have a problem with prisoners being used as slaves? They've done something wrong. I don't have a problem with that. Or what's better than that? Just sit in the cells playing computer games all night long? No! You've done something wrong. Okay, there's always going to be prisoners in there who haven't done something wrong, who have accidentally been locked up for whatever reason. I get that. But if you've done something wrong, I don't know, gone out nicking stuff or the other end of the scale, murdered someone or paedophile or something like that, and you're in prison, why not treat them as slaves? I don't understand what the problem is with that one. I really don't. Do you? Or what do you think? Maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you don't agree with me. David hasn't had his oat for many years. Well, I think we all know that, David. I mean, look at you, mate. Why are you so surprised at that? I've seen you close up, mate. Why are you so surprised that you haven't had any offers for a few years? I'm surprised I haven't. I mean, look at me. Look. I think you're younger than me, aren't you, David? I can't remember now. How old are you? Good night, George. LaBelle didn't say she wants another hour. I just wanted to catch it from the beginning. All right, my love. All right, darling. Read the whole story. I've shut down the thing now, I'm afraid. Mix Murrers will be my slave. I think you'll have to go to the gym a little bit more first, Mick. We can't have a 24-hour show, Michael. Unless someone comes round here now and cooks me a meal. I could always ring up Ronnie and see if he wants to come round and bring a meal round here. You just tell me where to go. Right, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many of you there tonight. Let's have a look. Let's be prepared like we are in the Scouts. 1 minute. 4. Ooh, Christ, there's a lot there, isn't there? I haven't missed any super chats, have I? No. There we are. Oh, dear. Okay. Right, 1 second. I could probably do another hour, but I'm hungry now. I'm very hungry now. 4, 3, 6, and there we are. 4, 10, right. Oh, I meant to tell you. No, I didn't call anyone fat. Look at Jason trying. Did you hear me say someone was fat then? I never said that. I would never say that about anyone unless they're a celebrity. Here's one. Gemma Collins is fat. Is anyone going to complain about that? No, absolutely not. If you're a celebrity, you're in the firing line. It's not all nice and nicey. Same as me. Same as me. You can fire at me if you want. I'll just completely ignore it. That's how I deal with stupidness. I ignore it. Now, I did, if you saw the show last Monday, you remember when we did the raffle, I put the raffle tickets into the pot there, but I'd forgotten. We're using this now, aren't we? We're using this now for the raffle tickets, okay, because we can get a lot more in there, and it's easier to see what's going on, all right? So we've got them all in there now. So that's where, so when we've done the raffle tickets then go in there, okay? And that's for the super draw, which is on the 31st of every month, which this month is on Friday. So we have a second draw on Friday the 31st, all right? But the next raffle is, of course, tomorrow. The next raffle is on tomorrow. Would you like a raffle ticket? Then please speak now, and I shall give you a raffle ticket. All you've got to do is say, ticket please, and I'll sort you out, okay? If you're watching a recording of the show, no problem. Email me. Please give me a raffle ticket, and I shall reply to your email with your ticket number. You can only claim for today's show, and you can only claim up to 1 hour before the next show starts. So if the show starts at 9, if you haven't claimed by 8 o'clock, it's too late. Otherwise, it gets too much, all right? It just becomes really confusing. So here we go. Tony King, you're first in there. 416. Please only ask once, gang, okay? And when I get to the bottom of the list, I'll let you know. There we are. Where are we now? Tony King there. There's one man in his Sprinter van. 417. Fran Green, 418. Colin Coates, 419. Rob Lincoln, 420. Mick Davenport, 421. Adrian Richardson, 422. There's Gary, 423. Lad, I'm your uncle. You can't talk to me like that. Ticket, please, lad. Gary Butler, 423. Michael Lawrence, 424. Okay, just scrolling down a little bit. Where's Michael Lawrence gone? Let's find him again. There he is. Lee Toby, 425. Rachel, 426. Paulie, 427. Paulie H, 428 for Young Mandy. Steph Diamond, 429. Uh, 430, Yvonne Lemon. Mix Mowers wants a kiss. Oh, I missed that. You don't get it as you get older, do you? Any kisses like that anymore? People used to just grab me and do that. Don't happen anymore. Used to have a queue of them standing by the stage at the side of the black cap. See, I'm serious. Absolutely, and it stops. That's it. When it's gone, Mick. And then you find other things to do, like sit in a room on your own, talking to people you don't really know. Oh well. Sean Pye 431. Butler says Martin 432. I wonder if he win the raffle. You'll go mad if he wins a raffle tomorrow, won't you? Jason. No, there's no more 45 minutes now, Jason. Jason Hughes. Roy Brownlow 434. 435, Heidi. Hope you're nice. Are you all right in your place, Heidi? Have you got decent heating in there, darling? I do worry about that girl. Hope you got decent heating in there, my love. MP Dodsworth, 436. Mike Rees-Ponto, 437. Diane Jebb, 438. Adam LaPlumber, 439. David in Hemel, 440. David, can I have a ticket before I die? Yeah, we're looking at you. You ain't got much longer to go, mate. I'd be very surprised if you're still here this time next week, David. Hello, Mari. All right, she's sitting there all quietly on the side, aren't you, love? Mari Lowe's in the house. Mari Lowe, 441 for you, Mari. Okay. There's the lovely LaBelle. LaBelle, 442. Thank you, LaBelle. The milkman's just been. Colin K, 443. Yvonne, I've done you, haven't I, Yvonne? Yeah. Any more thumbs up? Come on, some more thumbs up, please. That's it. Mick's off for a cigarette now. Oh, Mick, give it up, mate. Give it up. Adam, you're so funny. Is that everyone? Let's have a look. George Bond has emailed me. What have you emailed me for? Why have you emailed me if you're on there? Oh, you want a ticket? I can do that now, George. Here you go. George, 444, George. Ticket number 444, George, all right? So you've got that. Okay. Is that everyone? Is that everyone now? Okay, looks like I've done all the raffle tickets. If I've missed you out, please speak now, and I shall correct it for you. You will be corrected. I will be corrected. We will all be corrected. We'll be corrected. Meantime, let's do Sunday's birthdays for you boys and girls. Happy birthday on this Sunday, the 19th of January, 2022, Mr. Alan Russell. Now, Alan, hello to Glenda. Good evening, Glenda. Is there an email from you, darling? Let me see. Don't see an email from you, Glenda. No email from you, Glenda. Is this something you sent today, darling? Nothing there at the moment. Do you want to try that again, my love? And we'll see that. I'm glad you got your pens, all right. Excellent. No, there's no email from you here, Glenda. Okay. Everyone happy with got everyone's tickets done there? Everyone happy with the tickets? Now, Alan, wasn't he on here saying that he was 50 tomorrow? It says 40 on his Facebook wall. Lying toe rag. Alan, it says 40. He's 50. If he tells you he's 50, he chats like all the youngsters he does. Alan. Shocking. Not me. Okay, Glenda, I'll check that in a minute, my darling. All right. Happy birthday to you, Alan. 50 today. Happy birthday to Cara Cramphorn, 36 years old today. Happy birthday, Cara. Ross Baker Hill. Happy birthday, Ross. Happy birthday to you. No age there. You're very quiet about your age. Very cagey. Mac Parr. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Lulu Jones Power. Happy birthday, Rockella Brown. And finally, Gary G. Gelder. Lots of birthdays today. Happy birthday to each and every one of you tonight, all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. There you go with your birthdays this evening, gang. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. Marathon show tonight. I've never ever done a 3-hour, 10-minute show. Gosh, can't believe it. I'm so hungry now. I'm a little bit dry. I need tea. I'm desperate for tea. And Auntie Brenda will be waiting for her nightly phone call. All righty. Good. Heidi's nice and warm. Excellent. Heidi is nice and warm. Having a cup of tea and a cigarette. Stop the cigarette, dear. Stop the cigarette smoking. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning, somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock. We'll be here tomorrow, and we'll find out who's going to win either the fridge magnet, the key ring, or the Christmas backdrop, whatever you want to choose from that little selection of prizes we'll be doing tomorrow morning here on the show, boys and girls. Thank you to everyone, wishing each and every one a happy birthday there. Let's just see if I've got that. Thank you, Glenda. Glenda, excellent. Can I just read this email from Glenda here? Glenda writes, hello, Chris. I received my pens in the mail on Friday. Glenda is in Pennsylvania. She writes, how did you know my favourite colour was green? I didn't. My mum's favourite colour was green as well. Thank you very much for sending them to me. I wanted to say how... Oh, it's a little bit private, isn't it? I also wanted to say how wonderful I think you are. I look forward to watching your shows every day. You're very kind and thoughtful. Thanks for all you do and happiness you bring to so many people. We love you, from Glenda. Now, I wouldn't normally ring that out, but I was in it, so there you go. Thank you very much, Glenda. That's a lovely email. It's very kind of you that you think so much. All right. Thank you for all your thanks this evening. And thank you, those of you. There's some of you there, a lot of you there, that have stayed the entire 3 hours. How on earth do you sit there and listen to me rabbiting on for 3 hours? And thanks to those of you wishing everyone else happy birthday. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock UK time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thanks for watching and listening. Good night now.